Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Chiefs Kingdom, welcome back to ACU. We're back with another live podcast for that ass, powered by BetUS. And we just watched Carson Steele take over this game right now, Steve.
Carson Steele is him. I think he's it, right? We're going to see a lot of Carson Steele this year.
I hope so. Carson Steele looks like he's legit. He's the real deal. Shout out to all the scouting guys. I don't know how in the world they keep letting running backs like this fall all the way to 7th round in UDFA. But congrats. That's awesome. And it looks like Deneric Prince is going to get a one-way ticket out the door to the practice squad after tonight.
Wouldn't doubt it, man. He does not look great. That's for sure.
The offensive line stinks. Like when he gets the ball, believe me, but he doesn't look like he's finding the holes right, you know?
Yeah, his field vision's not as good. Carson Steele, it's just coming so easily to him. He's fitting right into this offense, and the kid's running so hard, dude.
He's fearless. You think he's afraid of a missed block? This dude's afraid of getting bit in the face by an alligator. He ain't afraid of a missed block.
We got an injury on the field.
Looks like a big lineman. Is it?
I don't know. While we're trying to figure that out. Shout out Hung Dritz 187. What's up, Garrett? Appreciate the two, baby. Let's go. Start this bad boy off right. What do you say? Let's see some love for the ACU crew. Let's freaking go.
Let's go. How you guys doing tonight? How you enjoying this game? This game's been like watching paint dry, which we kind of thought it was going to be like that with no starters.
Preseason's rough.
Did you get to watch any of it, Steve? Because you just got off work just a little bit ago, so I didn't know if you
I've been keeping
got to catch.
I've been keeping up.
Okay, so
I have my ways.
That's Curtis Jacobs down. I thought that was a lineman. I don't know why. I just seen his feet and was like, those are some big, massive feet. You'd think
it's good to see him up and moving, bro. So, I mean, he's going to the tent, but.
Oh, he's going to be fine. He'll be fine. He either got his bell rung or he's walking kind of like, I was going to say he's walking like his shoulder hurts.
Yeah, but so far what I've been able to watch, Mike, like I said, I have my ways. I've been sneaking and watching a little bit. Hicks is that guy. He's been all over the field making plays. And as I'm talking about it, I mean, this kid's the real deal. Total steal in the draft. I think we're going to see a lot of him going forward. And, man, I tell you, the way he's playing, a Justin Reed contract extension doesn't look very likely, does it?
Probably not. Has anything changed since week 1 of the preseason? We were talking about Jaden Hicks and Carson Steele, and we're still talking about it. We're on game 3 right now.
I think it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, not a single person has stepped up. You know what? I was saying this just on X a few minutes ago. Isn't it crazy that we are running basically second, third-team guys? Chicago's running second, third-team guys. And the receivers we had on the field was Kadarius Toney, Justyn Ross, and McCole Hardman. And they couldn't beat second and third and fourth-string DBs. They ought to be cooking out there, and they can barely get open. And, like, I know the offensive line and Oladokin's not the greatest ever, but come on. Like, if you watch the replays, they're not really getting open. I think that tells you all you need to know about at least 2 out of those 3.
Right. Well, I mean, as boring as the preseason can be, we had some big news today. Chiefs Creed Humphrey agreed to a 4-year, $72 million deal that makes him the highest paid center in the freaking NFL. Mike, what about it, my man?
Yeah, we knew it was coming. I mean, it's well-deserved. We knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Brett Veach was just on the broadcast talking about it. He said they've talked about it. They've been talking. They've yet to put pen to paper. So I don't know if that's something they've all agreed on or if it's close and somebody's leaking it. Who knows? But it is going to happen here. And then he also said that he plans on re-signing more people, and he actually name-dropped Nick Bolton, Trey Smith. So we'll see.
Of course.
We'll see if they get it done.
I mean, Mike, you were talking about that weeks ago when there's like $15 million in salary cap and they're not really signing anybody or doing anything with it. You said they were going to use it to re-sign some guys.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to
You
go
don't
ahead
need
and
to
get some
go
of that
out.
knocked out.
Right. Don't go out and get an aging corner and
Right.
let's not panic here. If you need that, you can still have time to get it. But I don't think so. I think you lock up your core and go with it is what I think. And I think they did a good job. Creed was the next guy up. We said that. We said Creed was probably first to go. And honestly,
And Bolton.
I think Bolton may be the next one. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I kind of thought they were kind of side by side in importance. So
A
I
little
think
Monty
that Bolton
Bailey
will be the
action,
next
Steve.
one. Yeah, but just a little more on Creed, and then we'll get back to just kind of watching the game a little bit. But it says after a pair of Pro Bowl selections and 2 Super Bowl victories, Creed Humphrey has another accolade to add to his resume. Humphrey and the Kansas City Chiefs have agreed to terms on a 4-year, $72 million deal, makes him the highest paid center in the NFL. Over the course of the new deal, Humphrey will average $18 million per season, making him the highest paid center in history based on annual average, surpassing the previous mark of Jason Kelce at $14.25 million in a massive way. So, I mean, that's pretty sweet, man. So, shout out Creed Humphrey, baby. You got paid, brother.
That's pretty crazy. He got paid that much more. But I mean, he's been good. He's been solid, and Pat likes him. I think the coaches like him. He's a good leader. He don't get in trouble. It's just a guy you want on your team. Let him keep going, man. Let him keep going. Stay here as long as you can.
Yeah, for sure. See if they can convert on this third down here. Oladokin already had an interception. I saw that.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like Oladokin playing so much. And I'm like, well, what do you want to see? You want to see Ian Book? I don't want to see Ian Book. Keep Oladokin in.
Yeah, Justyn Ross with the first down catch there. Nice little route.
That was a
Good
good
throw by
route. Good
Oladokin.
ball.
Yeah. Put it right
Not
in
a
the
lot of
pocket there.
separation there, though. You see what I'm saying? Just
That's
not a lot of
That's
separation.
not Justyn Ross's game. He don't get
It's not.
separation.
It's not. So, I mean, the other two, they should be getting separation like crazy. I think Kadarius Toney's got, 2 catches for like 20-something, 30-something. He actually had one pretty good catch and run. Mecole Hardman's not doing much. He had that one kick return, and I mean, if you're getting that fired up for a 35-yard kick return at this late in your career, that's what's keeping you going? I don't know, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, other things to note from this game. Mecole
Amani
Hardman-
Bailey just breaks one. This dude looks like he's got more juice than Prince. Prince is going to be out the door. In my opinion, Prince is to the practice squad. And I don't know if they'll even extend him to the practice squad. They might just go do something different.
I don't think Amani Bailey has any more of a shot than Deneric.
No, I
Prince,
don't either, but I think they're going to roll with 3. I don't even think they
might.
take 4 anymore.
They might. If they do, they could just slot it for Zamet to play special teams if they really wanted to.
They could
At
do
that
that, but I honestly don't think Zamet's there either. So
I
they
don't
may
either.
just take Clyde, Carson, and Pacheco and just let there be another roster spot somewhere along the line.
Right. So some other things I've noticed tonight. I think that McCole had the one kick return. That doesn't move the needle for me on McCole Hardman. I mean, we know he can return a football. He's been doing it for years. So that's really where he shines is in things like that with his speed, right? Now, I think KT's actually been decent tonight. So does that help him? I don't know. But
He's
he
been
has a good
decent?
bad year. You saw him, and you saw him used in special teams as well. So
I mean, yeah, he's looked better than he has, but what does that mean? He showed up. I mean, he's still playing
I'm not
against third
saying
and fourth
I'm
string
not
guys.
saying it means anything. I was just saying.
Let's see him
But,
make a big play. McCole Hardman cannot get separation, and him and Oladokin just can't get on the same page at all.
Well, let's be honest here. They're with Oladokin. They got themselves in a bad spot having to work with Oladokin.
They are,
to make
but
the team.
okay, look, Oladokin overthrows it, but watch the replay. There was 0 separation there. The dude's running the route for McCole Hardman, so.
Right. Well, I mean, Hardman had some catches tonight too, but like I think the story's already been written about McCole Hardman. I don't know if he really has to prove anything to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like we know what he is.
He don't, but I feel like Justyn Ross is right there knocking on the door.
Oh, Oh, he underthrew KT. See, if that was Patrick Mahomes, Kadarius Toney would have just had a freaking 60-yard touchdown. So, I mean, what can you do? Oladokin underthrew him.
You say that. He'd had to cut the ball first. Woulda,
That's
coulda,
true.
shoulda. Still on Kadarius Toney. You shouldn't be out here in this position except for the fact.
Right, that's what I was
Here
saying.
you are.
It goes right along with what we were saying, Like Mahomes would have put that ball out in front of him. That would have been easy.
Yeah,
easy
he was
six.
also throwing that on the run. I mean, you can't really blame
Once
him. That
again,
was a busted play.
Patrick Mahomes would have put that right on the money. Like we're saying, you put yourself in a position to have to prove yourself on a field with backup quarterbacks, and you get what you get. I'm surprised Wentz didn't play more, but why should he at the same time?
Yeah, keep Wentz. He don't have nothing to prove.
No.
They already bobbled one of these punts. Araiza already got him to bobble one. They flipped the field. Well, he didn't really bobble it. Just kind of hit the ground and bounced off of a player. So Carson Steele on kicker punt return coverage too right there. So Carson Steele, man, looking good. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying he's RB2. I don't think there is such thing as an RB2, RB3. Yeah, you're right, Perry. Steve, I think there was a collective just all-out heads just exploding in Chiefs Kingdom today when they heard Sky Moore wasn't even playing tonight. That's how safe he is as a roster lock.
Been saying it.
Look, and that's the point. Like,
Well, how many times you can tell people
all
something,
this time, just saying it because we look at it from Chiefs' point of view and how they do it. I'm sorry that we understand how they do things. That doesn't make you a sympathizer or a homer. It just means that I've just been telling you that's what they're going to do. Like, again, I believe Sky Moore needs to pick it up. But I do believe he gets 3 years. And I guess the
Right,
Chiefs are
same.
there too.
But I honestly, like I've said a million times, this is the last.
No, it's
if he don't
100%
do
the
something
last
this
year.
Then
Get
they're
it
going to be looking
together.
to do something.
No,
yeah.
he's got to get it together. Like, I'm over the Sky Moore doing one catch for 14 yards or one catch for 6
Right. Well,
yards. And he's
does
got to
that-
do something.
Once again, does it really mean anything because Nikko hasn't played either, as far as I know. I haven't seen him.
Well, look, we know Tabe. We know Dave Tobe's pounding the table for him. I want to say wide receiver 4 is Watson. We know that. I think 5 is going to be Sky Moore. Sorry, I couldn't spit it out. Like my brain didn't want to admit that it was happening. Sky Moore is at 5. 6 is honestly probably Hardman, like you said.
I think so, yeah.
So who's fighting at 7? Kadarius Toney, Ross, and
Ross.
Nikko.
Honestly, I don't even know if Nico's in the conversation. As much as that makes people hurt in their hearts, Mike, I think it's probably between Toney and Ross.
I would not be surprised if at the end of all of this, they just go ahead and take frickin' Toney. I mean, I know you've said it and everything,
Yeah,
and
I've been
I mean, I
saying
don't
it.
disagree, but I'm just kind of not feeling it. Like,
I don't like the idea of having to get rid of Justyn Ross.
Honestly, think
I don't like the
Justyn
idea of
Ross
that guy getting in someone
looks
else's
okay.
hands either. Yeah, he looks good. I think he looks good. He's just like you said, he don't get separation. That's not his game. But he can make catches for you. He can make plays.
actually, he could get some separation. He showed signs, but he's got to do it from certain positions on the field. Like, he'd have to be like a big slot. A big old slot. He'd have to be like a big slot, or he'd have to get a really good matchup. But he can make people, he can separate at times. It's just not like, it's not going to be the kind of separation the Chiefs love. It's not going to be like the Hollywood Brown separation.
Yeah. Ty saying Steele's a freaking beast. Yeah, dude. Carson Steele might be the real deal, guys. Like, this kid, he's looking good. You know, it's funny because somebody had mentioned, I think someone threw it out there and then people started parroting it, but said he reminded him of Kareem Hunt. And at first I was like, that don't really make any sense. But I think I just saw it a little bit on this last drive. Like, I did see some comparable
seen
things
it?
there. I think so. Something about it reminded me of Kareem Hunt, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
I was going to ask, what was it that reminded you of Kareem Hunt? And then you just said, I don't know why.
I don't know. It's just kind of. I think it was. If I had to try to put it in words, it's something with the way he runs the ball, and he's very patient even on longer plays. Like, he was still waiting for his block here, waiting for his block there. You know how Kareem Hunt used to do that. He's not like 100% balls to the wall like Isaiah Pacheco. I think that Steele plays more.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt
like
didn't have
Yeah.
didn't have that huge breakaway speed either.
right, and neither
Still
Steele
doesn't.
don't have
Still's
that either.
fast, but he's
Yeah,
not
but-
that fast.
Right. I think I saw it a little. I really do.
Did you see it? Well, that's good.
Synced it. I synced it, Julia Gulia says.
I seen it. Well, that's great.
But yeah, I mean, if still, obviously, once again, playing third, fourth string guys or whatever, but I mean, if he can prove to be this effective in the regular season, man, that's going to be a nice another weapon to have on this team.
I think if anything, he's earned the spot. But look, P-Ron did this last year.
Yeah,
right?
not in this capacity. P. Ryan just had some good plays, but these are all on Carson Steele. It's not
no,
like,
Carson Steele's killing it. I'm just saying, like, you can be effective in the preseason and not just pan out. Like, just because you're a preseason killer don't mean you're going to be awesome. But I do think Carson Steele makes the team. I think he's done that for himself. What a play right there. A lot of people are, like, down on Kelvin Joseph tonight. He had a few bad plays. Like, I thought...
Was that Watson that just got toasted?
No, I thought it was Kelvin Joseph. That's what I was talking about.
35.
Oh, you're play ahead of me. Yeah. Jalen Watson's been beat twice. He also blew a coverage in the first quarter that allowed a big play.
That's the weird thing. Like, I like Jalen Watson, dude. I think what a steal for a 7th-round draft pick, and he's been great so far, but people always just automatically putting him ahead of Josh Williams was always a head-scratcher for me.
Boy, he got turned. That's that Scott kid out of Cincinnati.
Carney?
What are you talking about?
Carney?
No, I'm talking about Scott.
Oh, I'm going to play ahead of you, I guess.
You are, but we were talking about Jalen Watson, and that's who beat him.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Bears.
Jaden Hicks with a nice breakup.
That Scott kid from Cincinnati has some speed, though.
There was a lot of people liked him. They wanted Veach to take a look at him.
Yeah. We had a lot of people in the chat that liked him. I think there's a couple guys on X that were like all about
I
him.
thought tonight, if I had to say there's a look, again, Joseph had a few really bad. He's had a few missed plays and he had a few bad penalties, but he's kind of let them out of his head a few times and made decent stops here and there. But
Hicks
I still don't know if he's
so good.
I don't know if he's effective enough to actually make the team.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be really close.
I think Kelvin Joseph's situation could be a lot like Lonnie Johnson, where you got a guy that was really good, all kinds of potential, but just wasn't able to put it together in the NFL. Then we grab him, can't work with him. And
he's here. I mean, he's fine. He's fine. Is he good to be a top 5? I'm not for sure. Like, he could be a practice squad player. He most certainly could do that. I think Cole Christensen has looked very good tonight at the linebacker spot. He may have a shot to get on over Cam Jones. Technically, was that a penalty?
It looked like face guarding, but Christensen, that's pretty good coverage.
Yeah,
he
got there
honestly.
early. He got there early.
Yeah, he never even looked back.
That should have been a
definitely
penalty. Yeah, it should have been a penalty.
I mean,
but whatever.
I like to see him even in good coverage like that, even if he got away with a little bit there. Because that's kind of been the weakness for Christensen throughout the preseason. Yeah. I feel like he's a really good downhill linebacker. He can close the gap quick. He can make a tackle. He can rush the quarterback. We haven't seen, is that Cairo Santos?
Probably.
Is that little old school Santos here? What's old Papal Santos, 46 by now? What's going on here?
Man, you can kick to your 110.
Yeah, but no, I think Christensen, he's had a pretty good preseason outside of coverage. In my opinion.
And look, Curtis Jacobs was a 91 PFF last game. He got injured this time. Swayze Bozeman's been killing it. Like, they've been talking about how he's been picking it up. There he is on the screen right now behind Tobe. He's been playing special teams. The dude's good. I don't know if he's going to be able to get on, but I do believe Cam Jones has looked not very good, in my opinion. He's not been a good tackler. He's been beaten in whatever. And Sky Moore is now going to play. He's on the kick return. So they're going to put him out just right now for kick return.
I'm 100% okay with kick return, but if they ever put him punt return again, I'm rioting.
Look, if you were Sky Moore, would you have done this? I would have played holdout here, because if Sky Moore was to fumble the ball, they will be trying to destroy his career. Right now on this play, he plays one play and doesn't do amazing right here, and everybody's going to scream.
Yep, here we go.
Sky Moore take it?
Sky Moore can do things in the open
Sky
field.
Moore did take it. He wiggled and jiggled out to, the 37? So see, not bad. 7 yards better than what it would have been. I mean, yeah.
That's
I
what
mean, I
his
trust
game
him to
is.
do. I trust him to do kick returns because you don't
Big
have
time.
gunners coming at you. I think that was his big problem because when he hadn't done it before in college and stuff, boy, you're worried those gunners are going to get down there. Sometimes
punts are very, very
spin
hard
differently.
to catch, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get lost in the
Different
lights
game.
and in the ceiling.
Plus,
everything.
you have to be kind of looking at the gunners and see what's going on. You have to be able to do. It's something that you have to.
Yeah,
to
here
really
they
do a
can't
lot.
even start moving until he catches the ball. So it's just like
Right,
catch
so
the
that's
ball.
Exactly. But I mean, it kind of. I like Sky Moore in the kick return because it kind of highlights what he's good at. His game, ever since college, has been get the ball in his hand, let him work in space.
Make people miss. He led
That's what he
the
does.
NCAA in that.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, I think that's where Sky Moore's going to shine eventually.
Which is the
if-
only reason that we say that he's been used wrong, because Andy wants to put him everywhere under the sun and he just don't want to get him the ball quick in space. Which
Right,
is the
but when he
only thing
does-
we try to say.
When he does do it, though, it's effective.
Yeah, he actually is effective at times, but they don't do that. He wants to run them outside. He wants to run different routes. It's odd.
P Swizzle with the 2 bomb. He says,
Swizzly.
"Did he still your heart yet?" Horned up to
Did
the
he?
max. Right before we went on, Mike, right before we went on, when the intro video was playing, what did I say?
I don't remember what. Oh, you said people were going to be horned up to the max?
Yeah, pick 6. Oladokin. Sorry, buddy, you're not good.
Oladokin stink. Jeez Louise, what was McCole Hardman doing?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't even think he's seen the ball coming. Oladokin, man. I think he's just a few years away. He's a few years away, and I don't know if he's ever going to get
How
there.
can you be a few years away? I mean, he's been in
It's
the league,
weird,
what, 2 or
right?
3 years now? Come on.
Quarterback's tough. I mean, come on.
I know, but he's not it. He's just
No,
not
he's
everything.
not. I think if you were a good quarterback in this league, you would have been able to show by now, especially playing with Mahomes and Andy Reid for what, 3 years now?
McCole Hardman, that was kind of trash, though. I will
That's
say.
what I said, McCole Hardman.
Yeah, but that's McCole's
That's what
MO
McCole
right
Hardman
there.
does.
He gives up on plays. I've
Yeah,
seen
he
it a million
half-asses
times.
everything.
People wonder why I don't care for McCole Hardman. It's because this is the kind of stuff he does. He will not put any effort into anything, and I don't know what the hell he was doing.
I mean, the ball was thrown 6
No,
feet
I'm not saying he
behind
could have
him.
done anything about it, but
No,
I mean,
yeah.
come on,
It's,
bro.
you just act like you care, maybe. Just fake it a little
Just
bit.
a little bit.
Like
Yeah.
at least like throw your hands up and be like, daggone it. What are you doing?
Tony, who we know does not care about football, would have probably gave more of an effort there.
Just act like you cared. I mean, dude looks like he Kathy says he's daydreaming out there. It kind of looks
must
like
have
that's what he
been,
was
bro.
doing.
Yeah.
No, I mean he got
That wasn't
hit
on
when he
him at
threw
all,
it.
by
It
the
was
way.
behind him by 6 feet.
Right.
It's not on him. It's just funny. It's just funny. Like everybody lighten up a little bit. See the difference between like a McCole Hardman and like a Sky, and like people just will hammer you, dude. McCole Hardman gets an
Is it-
eternal
hey,
pass.
hey, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Did we get a punt return from? Wait, no, is he punting? Wait, no,
it's
he's
kickoff,
kick
bro.
return. Oh, I forgot they scored.
You forgot
Jeez,
Oladokin just
Oladokin
handed him 6
stinks,
points,
dude.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I literally. You know how like corners and stuff, they got to get that out of their head really quick. So I was just preparing.
Lewis Reese Summit is about to kick return.
Zombie. Here we go. What's happening
buddy.
out here? They're
Break
pointing. They're
one,
like,
baby. Break one.
here he
Let's go.
goes. He
That's
still
not even
runs.
him. That's Nico.
No, Nico. Nico gives a
quit
little
hogging the
hurdle.
ball.
He hurdles and gets to about the 30. That was a lot of effort from Nico there. See, that's one thing Nico will do, though, is he'll give you, like, infinite effort. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't need to hurdle. This is the preseason. Just keep yourself from getting injured. And he's like, nah.
Well, I mean, people like
I'll
Nico,
just do
they feel the
this.
heat. They feel the heat on their cheeks, bro.
I honestly think
mean,
Nico needs
he's
to
on
be
the
number.
bubble.
I would say Nico needs to be number 7 if they take 7. But I want to get Ross in there too, and I don't know how to get Ross in.
I think Ross is the one. Dude, I'm taking Ross over Nico any day.
You think
To me,
Ross?
personally.
No. Here's what can happen. Ross comes in at 6 and takes Hardman's spot, and then Nico comes in at 7 and takes Hardman's spot. And then you've got Sky and the top 4.
And leaving out Tony and Hardman.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Dude, I don't really care how they do it. However Andy Reid sees fit, I'm good with it. Whatever he
Well,
does.
yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't-
Whatever Andy wants to do, he's going to do what he's going to do. Like, you think he's listening to you? You think he's listening to me? He don't give
Hey,
a rat's ass what we think.
Mike, he don't listen to nobody. He says, listen, okay?
Yeah, he's telling us
You
to
listen
listen.
to
He's
him.
like, listen.
Yeah. You listen to him.
Well, man, here's what I got to say. First half in the books, and boy, here's the thing. These are second, third, fourth stringers from the Bears. And right now, we're probably at third and fourth across the board. But our third and fourth string looks worse than the Bears' third and fourth string. It's supposed to be the deepest roster we've had here. How are we getting hammered by like other teams' third and fourth stringers so bad?
Well, I don't think they are. I think you got Oladokin out there throwing them the ball every 2 seconds.
Well, tonight. But I mean, we've been,
O-line depth, I think, still
we've not
is.
actually like done much throughout the entire preseason. Has there ever been a team go 0-3 in the preseason and win a Super Bowl? That's a stat we need to look up. Somebody look that up.
I think we did it.
John Denver, look that stat up for me. Has a team ever
John
been
Denver.
0-3 in the preseason and won a Super Bowl?
Ola out the Dorkin. Is that what somebody put in the chat? That's funny. K Wayne in the house. What's up, K Wayne? He said, "Hit that horn button, ladies and gentlemen."
Hit the horned up.
Yeah, but we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're not doing play by play. We're not calling the whole game. Obviously, we got on here late, and that's just not really, not our thing. But
Kadarius, 3 targets, 2 catches, 26. He did have one nice catch over the middle. Oladokin put it on him pretty well.
yeah.
I don't know. Is it enough? Like, can Toney catch 2 catches for 26 yards in the last preseason game against third stringers and fourth stringers from the Bears, and you'd be like, okay, put him on?
I don't think it's about that. I don't think Toney has to do anything either.
It's not, but isn't it? Like,
No.
he's not done anything. He's still not shown that he's been that healthy. He's not produced.
Look, so Toney showed you what he could do in the last half of the season when he came to the Chiefs. So people know what he can do. Are you going to be consistently
That's
healthy?
been a
Are you
full
gonna
year
play?
out.
I get it. Last year, he had that first game kind of put him on a bad path, right? But just the injuries, I think, is what gets Toney. The fact that he can't consistently play. I mean, that's it, 100%. Because I think if you're going by ability, he's got the other guys beat, like hands down. Yep.
Griffin says if CEH plays more of the Carson Steele this year, I will pop multiple blood vessels. You may pop them because it's going to be very. There is no look. Isaiah Pacheco is RB1, but there is no RB2, 3, 4. Like it's just not going to do that. It's going to be situational.
They've always kind of rotated.
Yeah, it's down in distance. It's just certain things. Now, what I will get irritated about is if it's third and short and fourth and short, and they're trying some kind of weird, delayed handoff with Clyde rather than just putting in, not Pacheco, but putting in Carson Steele and letting him pound the ball.
Right.
Or
That ain't gonna happen.
doing crap like that.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. I mean, people can go
It
with that
ain't.
one. What? No, they're not going to put Carson Steele. What are you talking about?
You don't think Andy Reid would be wild enough on a 4th and 1 to have Clyde in the game and delay handoff it to him? Like he's just going to have
Clyde?
Carson Steele in there.
I don't
Like
know, man.
a given. Andy's not the most reliable on short down play calling.
Well, shout out Jeremiah with the 5 freaking gifted. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate
so
you, man.
much. If you guys get one of those memberships, make sure to thank him in the chat. Put some legendaries in the chat for Jeremiah.
By the way, Jeremiah, I got something in that I ordered for you for being the top dono a few weeks ago. It finally came in. That's going out tomorrow. And funny thing is, Garrett was in the house, and I ordered a bunch of stuff. Garrett's is the only stuff that's not came in. So Garrett must wait a little longer, it looks like.
The longer
Sorry,
you've
buddy.
known Mike, the longer you've known Mike as a person, the longer you have to wait for your stuff. I think that's what we're finding out.
Not my fault, though. Just the mail doesn't want to run.
Oh, man. Well, guess what? We're almost done with the preseason. That's insane, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Literally
happy.
got a half of it left,
I'm
Was
ready
it
to roll
Saturday?
with it.
When's the roster cut? When's cut down day?
Cut down days in like 5 days, 6 days.
Is it even that far out? Why do I have Saturday in my head?
It's August 27th. It'll be on a Tuesday? Yeah.
Okay.
This coming up Tuesday. Dude, so after tonight's game, they've literally got all weekend, and that's it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's got to be done by 4 p.m. They've got to be at 53 players. So that'll be 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, which means they'll start leaking players out maybe that morning, the night before. Remember, a lot of teams were doing that last year. Do you remember? And Andy and them sit on it to the very final.
Yeah.
Remember, they sit on it like we were doing a live stream, and they were leaking here and there, and they did about 10 to 15 cuts, and then they waited on the last like 15, 20 cuts until very last minute.
So it's Tuesday, you said?
Yep, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Time. Teams got to be cut.
So we're going to be working on a video for you guys for tomorrow after this, but we'll be having to work on a 53-man roster projection because we haven't even put one out yet. I think we kind of talked about one in the live stream.
We'll probably do a
pretty early
53-man roster projection. Our final one will probably be Monday's video, I will think. I would think that's probably the best time to do it, correct?
Sure.
When else are you going to do it? Tuesday morning? I don't know. By then, they might already have some leaks out, so I want to be sure and get some stuff out before it leaks.
Yeah, we'll do it quicker. Phil with the 5 bomb says Steele is going to be RB2. I was stationed at Fort Knox. I lived in E-Town. Heck yeah, Phil, that's awesome. You're right up the road from me.
When was this, Phil? Was this recently? Was this like years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago? Let us know. I want to see how much the area's changed.
Yeah, appreciate the support, Phil. Still, should he be? Probably, but is he? I'm kind of with Mike. I don't think there really is a RB2, RB3. I think they'll be listed on the roster a certain way, but when it really boils down to it, when you get to the game, it's situational, I think.
I mean, honestly, he could be RB2 because I genuinely think that when Clyde makes the team, and I do believe he will, that he's going to do the Jerick McKinnon role. So he's going to be looked as a third down back. So if you want to say,
he needs to be doing.
Right. So if you say Pacheco, and then when Pacheco comes out, they're going to let Carson Steele take the bulk of the carries, then yeah, I guess he could be RB2. And I wouldn't see anything wrong with that, and they may do that. I just, like, it's all semantics when they start saying RB2, RB3, wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5. Andy and them's going to rotate them so much, you know.
Right. Yeah. Once again, appreciate the 5, Phil. I'm in a town called Radcliffe, known for its crime and homelessness. So that's where I'm at. You probably know about it.
He's got to know if he's in Fort Knox.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll do a 53-man roster projection soon. We'll get it out. We'll get it out before they start leaking anything.
Yeah, it'll probably be video Monday. We'll probably do it over the weekend. We'll come up with it. We'll record it. We'll get it out Monday for you.
I saw in the chat earlier, and I actually wanted to talk about it, but I didn't get a chance. Somebody asked what we thought about the Jahan Dotson trade, and if we would have gave up that for Jahan Dotson. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I don't
like that was a terrible trade by the Commanders, and it's weird that they did it in division. Like that is so strange to me.
I don't think the trade was that bad. Like a lot of people are like, "Man, the Chiefs were out. They were out. They had to give up a 3rd-round pick. You know, that's just too pricey. No wonder they were out. Blah blah blah."
That's a steal for Dotson.
Look, let me just say this: Jahan Dotson, he's played 2 seasons. He's got 1,041 yards, 84 catches, and 11 touchdowns. He tied Watson from Green Bay on touchdowns in his rookie season was 7. So he can get in the end zone. And by the way, how's he doing this? 2 different offensive coordinators in 2 different years, and his quarterbacks have been Tyler Heineke, Carson Wentz, and Sam Howell. I mean, Carson Wentz looks okay with the Chiefs, but let's be honest, they're not top-tier pass rushers here. Or pass throwers. They're just not that. They're not elite quarterbacks. And Jahan Dotson's been able to put that many numbers in a new system, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, you're giving up a 3rd, but they got back a 5th. So it's basically like you're just evening it out for a 4th-round pick.
Right, yeah.
I don't think it's that bad, dude.
Steal. No,
yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
Steal.
And especially the Eagles getting it.
The Eagles, the rich get richer, bro. Like
how do the Eagles always pull off crap like this?
How many weapons do you have to put around Jalen Hurts to make him successful? Is what I want to know.
Right. Brian says this: a 3rd round is a 4th. So would they have essentially wanted our 2nd-round pick then?
No, I don't know.
I don't think so either. I don't think that's how it works.
They would have rather traded him to the Chiefs than the Eagles.
In my opinion, yes. I do 100% believe they would have rather done that. And I think the Chiefs may, instead of giving up the 2 7th rounds that went with it, you could have almost given up Kadarius Toney You may have given up Kadarius Toney. Who does the Commanders have? They must be trying to make a big trade for Ayuk.
That's what I'm thinking. I think they're clearing space.
Yeah,
man.
there has to be something because their receivers stink, and then they got rid of John
Obviously, they're not
Dotson,
getting
so that don't make
anything
sense.
worked out between Pittsburgh and San Francisco, so I think they're taking their shot, I think that's what's getting ready to happen. Phil says he lived here through 89 through 91. Drive through often in my truck. The area's changed a lot. Yeah, it's a lot different than it used to be, Phil. But, yeah, if you're in the area, hit us up. Just give us a heads up, and maybe we can make that happen. That'd be cool. We're down. We like food.
So where do you live now? You don't live in the area. You just drive through. But you're in Kentucky? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the preseason's shaping up to be a little wild, but it's also been a very uneventful preseason. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, it's been kind of blah, right? I mean, Carson Steele's obviously the
Carson
highlight.
Steele has been the only high note along with Jaden Hicks.
Jaden
Let's be
Hicks,
honest.
yeah.
Let's go, baby. We got a 20 bomb from our boy Bill Major with the dog picture here. That looks like a good boy right there. CH will be cut, suffering from Willie Beeman syndrome. Willie Beeman, baby. Let's go. Hey, I don't know if they'll cut him though. I don't know if they'll take that PTSD out on him. That just feels a little harsh to do to somebody, because you all got to remember, Clyde before he went here, he was involved in a shooting and everything. Somebody tried to rob him at gunpoint, when he was in college. So he's went through a lot, and but he's a good dude off the field. I get it. Everybody wants to critique Clyde because he didn't live up to that first round. But if you think about it, his first year here, he was fine. He put up a first round running back. Then he kind of got injured. He's dealt with all this. He's never really come back fully from it. But, dude, the team likes him. He's a good guy to have in your locker room. And, I mean, he's kind of reliable. At least he knows the playbook. I don't know if I want to get too cute with the running back room. Even going out and getting somebody that don't know the system or something, that's a little crazy because Pacheco's not the most healthy guy in the world ever. And then I get Carson Steele looks great now, but he's still he's a UDFA.
Yeah.
And at any point he could go through some struggles. So I don't know if they're going to get rid of CH, but I appreciate it, Bill, for the 20 bomb, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
You
Bill,
never
let's
know,
go,
dude.
baby. Y'all put some legendaries in the chat for Bill. This little exchange is cracking me up. Phil is a truck driver, Mike. He says he lives in Hutchinson, Kansas. He says, unfortunately, I drive a truck for a living. K. Wayne pops out of the woodwork, says, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe, some people like trucking. I guess it's everything, right? In life. I guess some people like being a garbage man. Some people just do it because they have to. So maybe he just doesn't want to be a trucker, but he does it because he has to. Who knows? K. Wayne loves it, though, baby.
Got a 5 bomb from Richie. What's up, Richie? Good to see you, buddy.
Let's go, Richie.
He
I
says,
think he will, too.
Ross makes this team because of Brown's injury.
I think the wide receiver
Man.
isn't
Ross.
wide receiver and corner going to be the two hardest ones to call here? Maybe linebacker now.
Remigio with a nice little kick return there. Not bad. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
The two hardest ones to call are going to be wide receiver, corner, maybe a little bit of linebacker, just depending. Oladokin's back out there. And he's not coming off of him. He's like, look, you go out there, big boy, and you get you a scoring drive. I just don't think Andy Reid even wants to see Ian Book in the game. He's like,
I don't think Andy Reid
"Daggone."
wants to watch this anymore.
He says, it's the preseason, guys. Can we just take a knee, go to the house, and eat some ribs?
Got Cornell Powell in the game now.
Dude, Cornell Powell, in my opinion, has had a better preseason, Steve, than Kadarius Toney. He's had a better preseason than McCole Hardman. He's had a better preseason than Sky Moore. He's had a better preseason than everybody.
Because he lives for the preseason, brother.
Well, not really. He hasn't really done nothing in the preseason up till this
It's
year.
time to shine. No, he always does pretty decent.
Well, do you think, though, he was coming out of Clemson, he wasn't never a set the world on fire kind of guy. He never had big numbers,
No.
but do you think maybe he's just finally learning how to play the position properly? Oh, man, there's somebody injured here. This isn't good.
Yeah, one of the Bears are down.
Dang, they're on a knee. This doesn't look good at all.
I didn't see what happened.
What happened there? It had to be a guy on a tackle, didn't it? I
don't
hate
know.
this about preseason, dude, and this is why they're going to want to get rid of this, in my opinion. I think they just want to – look, they've already went to a UFL kickoff rule because they're afraid a few people's going to take a concussion here and there.
Right.
So
right.
there's no telling what they're going to come up with. They're going to cut the preseason and put more regular season games in. And I'm super afraid they're going to go to that stupid Guardian cap. They're going to make that mandatory in like 2 years.
No. Hey, guys.
Don't say no. I bet you they do.
That's when I'm quitting. I can't do it no more.
I bet they do it. Look, Jonathan Taylor's been wearing it, and to be honest, you can't really tell.
That's when I quit.
If they do them just right, you can't tell.
They're dumb.
You say that though, but
bro, look, I'm sorry.
You say that, but look, if they say, look, wear the Guardian cap, and you can get back from a concussion 2 weeks earlier or something.
Ooh, that don't make any sense.
Steve, it's easy for you to say you hate it when you're not the one out there like giving yourself CTE.
I'm not the one getting paid millions of dollars either. I mean, pick a poison.
I get it, but
I'm sorry, dude, but the game is the game. If you don't want to play it, don't play it.
Yeah, but isn't that all things?
Let's quit changing it.
Isn't that all things though? Like ocean oil riggers have some of the worst jobs ever, and they get paid tons of money, but it's dangerous, and they just don't say, well, let's get rid of the safety features out there.
That don't make any sense. That's a dumb comparison.
It does. You're saying that because they make a lot of money to play football, you should take away the safety features.
No, I'm just saying that we're not going to dress up in a bubble and play bumper cars, okay? Like, come on.
Steve, this is 2024. The whole world lives in a bubble.
I know.
They're hurt and their feelings hurt,
This is where I draw the line. I draw the line at the freaking Guardian caps.
They're hurt and their feelings hurt.
That's where I draw the line. We're not doing this.
They're going to come out with those one things, too. They're going to come out with little, like, earpieces where it filters out certain thoughts and things you don't like, so you don't have to hear people talking. So, like, when Butker gives a speech, you don't hear it. You just hit your little button, and it's like, I don't know. Who knows? This is where we're heading in life. They're still down.
Bro. Yeah, I think he had a neck injury.
Let's see. They're going to show the replay here.
We'll take a commercial break. I get to see it.
Oh, he knocked himself out cold.
Would he lead with his head and get jammed up or what?
Yeah, his face mask hit, and honestly, that looks bad because it wasn't a hard hit. It didn't look like it would have been something that would have knocked you out. So there had to be something to do with like just like a neck.
Kyle says, do you remember when Don Beebe wore the double helmet back in the 80s on the Bills? I don't, but I remember Don Beebe had a knack for falling on his head.
Dude, he always got bounced off his head.
He would land on his head all the time.
That dude looked like a pogo stick. Yeah, Richie, that was a bad angle. Like, you couldn't really tell much from that, but it kind of looked like he ran up on him, Steve, and he went to tackle, but his helmet, like his face mask hit. So maybe he, like, got his head knocked back. I don't know. They're putting him on the board. That's not a good idea, but then again, they're going to do that because, I mean, they're going to do everything to be safe.
Right, so here's my point from earlier. What's the Guardian cap doing for him?
Well, nothing there. He hit his face mask.
Exactly. So when we want to go on to move on from, okay, well, we're not worried about concussions now. Now it's neck injuries. What do we do then? Do we put like, what's next? That's all I'm saying. I think at this point, you know the risk if you play the game. I mean, you get paid big bucks. You know what you're doing. You've been doing it your whole life. So, I mean, it's a risk. It is a risk. And I hate it that people get hurt. But
we need a new, let's invent a new sport.
What sport should we make, bro?
Like, kind of like football, but crazier. Let's make it more dangerous.
It's UFC. Like, let's
People
mix
love
UFC
that stuff,
and football, brother.
Well, when you start taking, like you just said, when you start taking, like, the brutal hits out of the game and everything, people they don't like it.
Let's be honest here. Everybody's a little bit barbaric when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
you're a barbarian, bro.
No, I just think it's silly to completely change the game over stuff. Like, I'm sorry, it just comes with the territory. It sucks, but it is what it is. Got a freaking 10 bomb from Bill. What's up, Bill? Bill's showing out today. Says, looks like Andy has given up on Book. Yeah, I gave up on Book after like one series, but maybe Andy did too.
Let's be honest. Oladokin ain't look much better.
No. Man, let's hope this kid's okay, though. Scary.
Yeah, they're not showing like anything up close. Like they'll usually show like the thumbs up. They'll usually do something for us.
I never did get to see the replay. Like
they're not showing it.
I'm watching on NFL, and they kind of went to a commercial break.
Yeah, I just don't think they're showing it. like sometimes they don't do that with injuries.
Yeah, y'all put some legendaries in the chat for Bill. He's a freaking legend tonight.
Yeah, appreciate you, Bill. For real, that's awesome.
For real, Bill.
Helping your boys out. Helping your boys
Sound like
out.
Dr. Seuss over there, Mike.
Shut up.
For real, Bill. Man, don't you just love Patrick Mahomes? Every time I see him, I'm just like, hell yeah. Love that dude. They were talking about, there's some guys talking about Patrick Mahomes at work earlier. They were like, man, that guy probably owns Kansas City, doesn't he? They're like, I mean, he's won 2 Super Bowls already. And I was like, you mean 3? And they're like, wait, he's won 3 already? Like, yeah, he has. He's played in 4 out of 5 years as a starter, bro. Like, come on. Dude's insane.
That was Douglas Coleman. Douglas Coleman III. I don't even know who that is. Where'd he go to school? I don't remember that name coming out in the draft or nothing.
I don't know. Hopefully he's all good, though. Hopefully all of that's precautionary.
Yep. Julia says you're hitting the dude pretty hard tonight, man.
She says that every night. I think I was drinking water one night and she said it. This shit's got to cease, Julia.
Amani Bailey with a nice little wiggle.
Mike, we got a 2 bomb from Covey Olmer. What's up, my man? He says Chris missed KT twice for touch. Absolutely. That's what we were talking about that earlier. KT's not had a bad night. And he should be wrecking these 3rd, 4th string guys, which he has been in a way. But when you put yourself in the position to have to play with Oladokin and Ian Book, I mean, you did what you did. Ian Book's still not out there though, so maybe they thought KT hasn't even been bad enough to be out there with Ian Book. They're like, you know what?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that one. I think KT's going to be a surprise. I really don't know what they're going to do. Like, you can say 1 or 2 things like, yeah, he's been open tonight, but he's also going against like 4th string guys, right? You routinely get open this much against 1st string, but at the same time he does. And then he just sometimes can't catch the ball or he's not reliable. KT's just always like this, right? Like KT is just he's a walking what if. If that dude would just get it together, he could be one of the better wide receivers in the league probably with his talent, but you just don't know what you're going to get with him. And I honestly don't know what they're going to do. Like, they could cut him, they could keep him, and I have no idea.
Yeah, I think, do you think like the very minimal play from LRZ kind of shows you that he's pretty much a practice squad cat? Like, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they know he's just not ready.
He's got a long way to go. I mean, I think everybody's hopeful for what he could be in the future, but he's got to learn football, man. He's got to, like, honestly, all he has to do is play more. Like, practice squad will be perfect for him. He just needs to play the game, like, get comfortable with it. Because when he is out there, he looks a little awkward. He's thinking too much, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, everything he does, he's thinking about.
Well, the dude's never played football, so
right, you don't have that intuition, right?
Yeah, you're just going to be awkward.
That's all I'm saying.
He steps up in the pocket here. See, that's what you think Oladokin would be pretty good at. Boy, he didn't wiggle enough. He definitely ain't. Look, he ain't as good as that. He ain't as good as that flag footballer that called out Mahomes, huh?
What about that kid? What's he doing? And then they put that video out of him today throwing the ball, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, what are they talking about?"
Look, the dude's he's got some wiggle, and I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview they had with him and Tyreek Hill? He's talking about Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill was saying basically he was going to play, and he's like, "You think you're just going to make the team?" And he took kind of offense to Tyreek Hill. I think those guys just think that it's something different.
It's not though.
Well,
it's
it
really
is
not.
because you got to learn how to wiggle your hips and do things.
Ooh.
But
whoa,
but
so
NFL
ridiculous.
athletes are going to learn that.
That's what I'm saying. Line up your best.
Well, there's different
guys,
rules.
and
You got to learn the rules too.
I get it, but you line up your best flag football players. I will pick out all guys from the NFL, and I'm going to beat your ass. Like, it's not even going to be close.
I want to see it. I kind of want to see it. Like, if they think they're that awesome, I would love to see like the matchup.
Dude, it wouldn't be a matchup. I'm sorry. Do you think any of those receivers are getting away from Sauce Gardner?
Well, there's
Get outta
different
here with
rules.
that.
You can't touch them.
don't
You can't
care.
press them. You can't. There's just different
just
rules.
saying,
I don't
bro.
know, but I'm just saying I don't think an NFL player is going to lose. Like, and obviously he's not better than Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying there
Who's
are
stopping Tyreek Hill?
differences.
You know, like who's stopping Tyreek?
Well, that's what
Hill? I
Tyreek
mean,
said. Tyreek said he also grew up playing flag football, so he knows how to do all that wiggling and jiggling. Because you
Yeah, I mean,
basically
it's
just
crazy.
move your hips weirdly, trying not to get your flags took. Like,
Yeah.
you're not tiptoeing and dancing like that in the NFL. You're going to get killed.
Don't you touch my flag?
We might see it. With the way the rule changes are going, the NFL might be flag football in about
No
3 or 4
kidding.
years.
Do they wear Guardian helmets in flag football? The Guardian things?
They don't even wear a helmet, I don't think.
It was a joke. Yep. Hey, guys, do us a favor. Hit that like button for us if you haven't already. Helps get this out to more people. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you should do that if you're a Chiefs fan, especially because we do tons of Chiefs content. So do that. Oh, is that an interception? Did that ball stay live?
Did the ball stay live?
Go,
I don't
baby.
know.
That's Taylor? Taylor with the
No,
pick
that's
six?
38. Taylor's
it's Miller.
39.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Yeah.
DJ Miller? It is
Yeah.
DJ Miller, baby.
I don't know if
DJ
that
Miller,
ball stayed live, but let's look.
Another UDFA showing out.
It hit the ground.
Probably.
It did. Boink. Right there.
Oh, yeah, here goes the replay. Yeah, it's down.
Yeah, ball hit the ground. Man, that would have been cool if he would have held
It was
on
on the
to that and
ground
it
like
would've
for
just flew up.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
They just couldn't see it. Still a nice play. You're going to see that on film and be like, hey, good ball skill.
Yeah, I mean, being in the right place at the right time, you know. If that would have been a live ball, he was where he needed to be at, right?
Yep. Look, they got Swayze in the middle of the...
Let's go, Swayze.
He's coming.
Go
He's
get it.
coming. He's playing the mic, and he's coming right up the gut here over the center. Takes on the backer, and he gets him to throw the ball out. Decent throw.
I knew they were going to call a flag on that.
Yep. Face guarded him, didn't he?
Yeah,
Is that
we
Scott
have a-
again? Dude, they cannot guard Tyler Scott.
Tyler
Great
Scott's very
Scott.
fast, bro.
Great Scott. They can't guard him. Yep, pass interference. They're just face guarding like crazy, dude. Who's the face guarding guy out here? Who did it?
Roland Wallace?
Roland Wallace was dark horsing it to make the oh wait, Creed didn't like the call. They're screaming about it. He said it was all ball.
Nah, that's pass interference.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't get there and touch and
that's
face
pass
guard.
interference, bro.
You're face guarding. That is not
Yeah.
like, come on, NFL players. I get you're taking up for your boy, but let's not. Good play right there by number 9-1.
So, Mike, you were talking about, I think you made a short about Travis Kelce making an appearance in Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
Did you see where he's got like a role in a movie called Loose Cannons? I was kind of wondering. I think there was a movie in the 90s with Gene Hackman and what's the dude from Coneheads?
What is
What's
his
his
name?
name?
He was the one who played Trinity.
Blues Brothers. No,
you're talking
no,
about
no.
him.
Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, so I think there's a movie called Loose Cannons. Back then, it was like an action comedy.
Is it a
And that's
remake?
what this is. It might be, but Kelsey's going to be in it, and it's got the director of John Wick, but the writers are the people that wrote Grown Ups, like Sandler and them.
People are just non-Chiefs fans are just salty and butthurt over Travis Kelce.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
every comment's like, "I'll never watch an Adam Sandler movie again
Oh, shut up.
if he
bro.
gets cast." And I'm like, "Well, prepare to do it because he already said
Well,
it's
you're
like it's
missing out.
confirmed." Did you not read the title? Is it 100% confirmed?
like Sandler's a comedic genius. He's a freaking gem. Okay, he's one of the coolest people ever.
He's a national treasure.
He is. He really is. We got a freaking 10 bomb from our boy Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
Go.
Good to see you, buddy. He says, had a busy day. Finally can tune in. Hope y'all doing good. Looks like our guys are struggling with it. They're struggling, with it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I appreciate the 10, Andrew. It's the same, more of the same in the preseason, you know. kind of been what it's been. You think Neil Farrell's going to make this squad?
I think he's trending to do it. Yes,
I think so too. He's a big boy, and I know, like college tape. Obviously, he's a few years out, but that kid could play, bro.
Look, again, I'm going to call this out. Tyler Scott is eating this secondary alive, and it's Jalen Watson again. Guys,
Look,
there's no way Jalen Watson is the number 2 corner.
No.
Like,
he's never...
but then again, okay, look, I'll say this too. This is his first game action he's had in a while. He's been injured. But I don't see it. I just don't see Jalen Watson being that number 2. I think Najee and Josh Williams might have a better shot at that number 2.
It's funny, too, because I was going to say, well, Tyler Scott's super fast, like whatever. But he only ran a 4.44.
He ran a 4.4 or something. Yeah.
Like, he's fast. Don't get me wrong.
He's quick. He's more quick than fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Watson's been kind of rough tonight, man.
Karth, I did see where Wanye hurt his knee.
He heard it on that he heard it on that 4th down. There was a a failed 4th down conversion. So,
man, Wanye's just he's been trending down because of Kingsley obviously taking that left tackle spot. Then they had him in at guard at a little while. He's had a couple injuries to deal with. Now he's got another one. Wanye's just
dude. Jalen Watson just got freaking worked on the corner there by that pulling lineman too. Watson is having a night, like a horrible night. Watch this. That's not even a lineman. That's a fullback.
Tight end.
Or tight end, yeah. Look, he gets him and just throwing him. This dude's got to get off that block. Got to get off that block. You could maybe call holding there, but they're not going to do it. If it was us, they'd have called holding.
Look, man, I like Jalen Watson, but he's been burnt toast all night. Like,
yeah, he's had a rough night
from the get go. Yeah,
I think him and Kelvin Joseph have looked. Kelvin Joseph had 1 or 2 nice plays, but the rest of the night he's looked like dog
they
water.
Didn't throw a flag on him there, did they?
Did they just get him for face guarding again?
He wasn't face guarding that time. I don't think. Let me see the replay.
Was he holding? Wait, maybe the flag wasn't even supposed to be against Jalen Watson. There's no way. Dude, if this is a flag against him, it puts us on the 1. Illegal man downfield. Okay. Woo.
No, man. Jalen Watson, I mean, he's not in fear of not making the squad or anything like that, I don't think. Like, he's obviously good. He started in his rookie season several times. He played pretty well. Yeah.
He's not getting cut.
No,
I just don't. I don't think he's the best second corner.
No,
like
absolutely
CB2.
No.
And honestly, we've talked about this time and time again. Trent McDuffie is not going to be a CB1 that lines up on the outside every time. They're trying to get him in the slot a lot. They're trying to get him to play the nickel. Yep, Watson again, and he missed the tackle.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I don't think McDuffie is not a true CB1 matchup corner like L'Jarius Sneed. So they're not going to do that. They're going to try to get him in the nickel where he's very, very good. He's top 2, top 3 at the nickel, if not the best in football. So they're going to try to get him in there, which means now you're going to have Watson and Williams, Najee, somebody. You're going to have out of those 3, you're going to have 2 of them there because Nick Jones is not an outside corner either. Nick Jones played the majority of his snaps last year in the slot. So
I'd love to see Haddon get some
nickel.
time. I'd like to see what that kid could offer.
Yeah, Haddon might be okay on the outside, but they keep saying that Haddon's not going to make the team unless he can play the nickel. And why does that make any sense?
That's strange.
We don't need another nickel guy.
Mike, this is for Jalen Watson.
Struggling with it.
All night.
He's struggling. Cole Christensen, good play right there by Cole Christensen. He was getting jersey held. Number 47's putting that hold blocking on him. Like he's ripping them jerseys off.
It's kind of within the rules, though, right?
Somebody's messed up here. That was a blown coverage. I seen it from the beginning. That was a blown coverage bigger than crap. And if I'm not mistaken, that better not have been Jalen Watson that blew that coverage. Somebody did not rotate properly.
To be out there?
I'm not for sure if there was just not enough guys on the field or something. They were Swayze come out to try to help.
Was he a little late?
That was just I think the guy that ran across the field to cover something wasn't supposed to be over there. He's supposed to stay on that side of the field. I have to go back and watch that on all 22, but there was something wrong there. You could see it. Look, you got to – I know it's the preseason, but maybe right there you could call a timeout. Maybe try to fix that. I don't know. Maybe not.
Right. Sam Lofton says, are they really missing Snead that much? Honestly, here's the thing.
They might be.
I think they are a little bit. I think it's definitely a hole to fill because Snead was really good. He got to where he's a really good corner. I think they'll be okay without Snead. It might take a little bit of time for this defense. All Spags defenses start out a little rocky, get a little bit better, and by the end of the season they're clicking, right? Every year. Doesn't matter what guys are on the field. So I think you'll see a lot of the same. But I will tell you this. Every time they let up a pass this year, that's what everybody's going to say.
Yeah, they're going to be.
They're missing Snead.
You're going to get that because now this has also been a talking point in the preseason. And if we know that Chiefs Kingdom will hammer on something till the end of time, look, you've seen it. You've seen it with multiple players, and now it's going to be the CB room. Like until they go spend a big amount of money on a old free agent, we're gonna hear this. So it is what it is, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Look, to me, if you think that you don't have a CB2, then you're essentially telling me that you don't have a CB1. And I've explained this time and time again. If Trent McDuffie is not a pure CB on the outside like L'Jarius Sneed is, and you want to keep moving him into the nickel, which is essentially now making it to where you got to have two cover corners, and you're saying that you don't even have one? Like you don't have a CB2. That doesn't make sense to me. And by the way, these were the same guys that were doing it very well last year with Sneed. So again, Sneed's the one you're missing. It's a CB1 problem at this point, in my opinion, if that's the way you're looking at it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing it wrong.
Carth says he thinks they'll be relying on Williams a lot this year, which is a little scary. I think, I don't think Williams, is all the way there. But he definitely has all the tools to be. And you know what? I'm not opposed to them just throwing him out there and letting him. I mean, he's going to get better from experience, right? So, I mean, if he has to step up and take a bigger responsibility, then so be it. He might struggle a little bit at first, but I think he'll be just fine. I'll be honest. I think Josh Williams can do the job. I really do. I think it might take a little bit for him to get in the flow of it and kind of be that guy that they have to have back there they can rely on.
What do you do when Trent, which is your CB1, nobody's going to throw to Trent McDuffie. Nobody throws at Trent McDuffie. He's too good. So now when you slide him down to the slot, what do you do? Because now you're going to have two out wide. Which, by the way, Jalen Watson played more snaps than he did out wide last year, and he only beat Josh Williams by 14 snaps out wide. So those two last year with Sneed played CB2 rather well. We were a top defense, and nobody had any problems last year. But now that Sneed's gone and McDuffie's CB1, now it's suddenly a problem. It doesn't make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. It does not make sense. The guys got an extra year under their belt. Now they're a problem. We got Najee Johnson back healthy, and now it's a problem. It doesn't make sense. These guys didn't just downgrade themselves in a year. I just don't get it. Like, to me, you've got a CB1 problem. If you don't want to let them play outside and you want to keep putting your CB1 in the slot, that's a CB1 problem. And I'm not saying anything negative to Trent McDuffie. I love him. But if he's not a pure CB1, then why'd you let L'Jarius Sneed walk?
Who is that on the return? Oh, Washington.
Ian Book.
I'm with Brenda here. Brenda says it would be funny if Book comes out and balls out.
I know. Everybody's talking trash to him. Zamet?
It'd be hilarious.
Zamet. Oh, my God. Did Zamet just get a carry and pick up positive yards? He did. Zamet, Bobby. That was a 6-yard gain there by LRZ, it looked like.
Man, I'm telling you, if he could get comfortable.
I think we need to see a lot of Zamet here over the last quarter, don't we? Get a little Nikko, you get a little Justyn Ross, you get a little Zamet. This is the perfect lineup. If you get Ian Book out of the game, perfect lineup. But actually, I'll take Ian Book because maybe with Ian Book, they'll run the ball more.
You're not going to see much from the receivers on this drive. Let's just say that.
Nikko.
Bill Major with another 5 bomb. He says Xavier Howard. We talked about that a little bit on our last last video we put out. I don't know, man. I'm not 100% opposed to having like I
think Xavier Howard could play. Like if you bring him in, I think he plays. I just don't. I don't know if it's 100% the answer though at that price.
I don't either. He'd have to go for a lot cheaper than he probably wants.
I don't think I pay him $10 million like the old boy that just signed for the Vikings.
Stephon Gilmore,
little Steffi Gill. Wonder if he's related to Vince Gill more.
Honestly, like I would say it could be good for some of the young guys, but I mean we say that about everybody when they bring a veteran in. But I don't know. At this point, Bill, I kind of think that they just need to put Josh Williams out there and be like, "Hey, this is your spot. This is your spot. Now prove us to be right. You know, get out there and do it."
Dude, I love this.
I think he's got the tools to do it.
Yeah, I mean we're going to see.
Though.
I think you're also seeing these guys right now exposed in the preseason a lot. Again, practices, they're running 1v1 drills. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a wide receiver drill. That's not a DB drill. So they're going to do that. But you're seeing in games, you've yet to see the two starting safeties over the top. You know what I mean? You've yet to see our linebackers in at full strength. You've yet to see the first team pass rush put pressure on the QB. Like they're getting all the time in the world to sit in the pocket, make a good throw. And believe it or not, yes, second and third string quarterbacks. The Chiefs never seem to have a third string quarterback that can do it, but other teams will have a third string quarterback that can actually make throws if you let them have all day.
Yeah, man, Matt Araiza has got a cannon for a leg, brother.
Dude, this comment right here made my day, Maccaberry. He said, LRG just made the 53, baby. Suck it.
LRZ.
Look at Araiza, dude. He's got that left leg boom. Reminds you of Colquitt a little bit. You get a different spin off of a lefty's foot. It's harder to catch. It's harder to field. When we were at camp, Steve, everybody was dropping it. That kid that was back there catching balls, he catches punts all day long, and he was dropping them like crazy. We were 4 weeks into camp, and he was struggling.
Man, so did Creed Humphrey like reset the market for centers just now?
I think he did, man.
Yeah, I think so. To be that much more than the highest paid ever, which was Jason Kelce, and he's that much more ahead of him. I mean, I think that's pretty much resetting the market there. We saw it happening with guards last year, or then actually in the free agency and stuff. So
yep.
I think Creed just reset it. Everything's getting more expensive. It's inflation, brother. It's inflation. I mean, when the economy's this ass and you got to pay more for stuff, you got to pay more for Creed. You know, he just took advantage of it.
Yeah, you have to pay more for it. But we appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that sub button if you like the Kansas City Chiefs and you want the best content on YouTube that you can find. Go ahead and hit that. And also just wanted to shout out our peeps. BetUS for sponsoring this video. We've partnered with BetUS this season to bring you the greatest book on the planet. BetUS is currently offering 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. That's right. Not only do they have the fastest payouts, but they also have the fastest and easiest withdrawal process to get you those winnings ASAP. Not to mention, if you lose a few times, it's not a big deal. You get 10% back on your net losses twice a year. So don't be a slapnut and miss out on these great offers. Check out the pinned comment, check out the link in the description, and go say thank you, BetUS, for sponsoring this beautiful live coverage of Chiefs versus Bears tonight.
Beautiful.
This beautiful live coverage.
Go do it. Sign up. I signed up.
Sign up. It's easy. Look, just go on there. Look, I'm telling you, click the link, go in there. You don't have to put on a lot of money. Put like $5, put on $10. They'll match it. They do the whole 125% deposit match, and they'll do it 3 times. So if you're like, if you put 10 and whatever and you lose, you can do 10 more. They'll match it again. They'll do it up to 3 times. There's some good stuff on there, man. It don't take a lot. A lot of people, like the other day, they didn't like it. They were like, you guys showed Xavier Worthy, and you wasn't showing Caleb Williams to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, well, no duh, Slapnut. You're not going to make no money off the favorite. And we're also a Chiefs channel. So if you put your money where your mouth is, there is a little bit of money to be made off Xavier Worthy, off Jaden Hicks, right? They're not the front runners. That's the point.
That's the point. Well, I'll tell you right now, they've already crowned Caleb Williams with it. So, I mean, unless he gets hurt or he just absolutely shits the bed, he's got it.
Yeah, 100% there.
They've already crowned him. Mike, we got a 5 bomb from our boy Kyle. He says,
Let's
I like
go.
Tommy, but punt god is him. I think so too, man. I love Tommy, but punt god is a real deal. Matt Araiza is a real deal. So we didn't lose much there. Not saying we didn't lose much with Townsend, but we didn't take a step
No,
back.
I'm glad they give Matt Araiza a shot.
Man, I love watching that replay. Carson Steele just chunking off one. He's going to be a fun player, you know?
I'm gonna start a poll.
You going to start a poll?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm just gonna surprise you. You don't know what's getting ready to pop up.
Hey, the Blue Chew poll of the day.
Yeah, the Blue Chew poll of the day, guaranteed to rock you up right now. We should play "We Will Rock You" right here. But yeah, it's just a poll. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. It's just gonna pop up.
Jay Brown says Matt might be better than Tommy. He could prove to be. I wouldn't argue with that. Well, what's the Blue Chew poll of the day, man? You can't horn everybody up with the Blue Chew and then just leave them hanging.
Well, I'm making the daggone poll, man. You think
You're turning the Blue Chew into blue balls, Mike, and you can't do that, okay? That's not cool, I think is what they say. It's not cool.
We're ready to go. It's about to pop up. It's about to get everybody horned.
Let's go.
Who would you rather have on this team right now? The punt god or Tommy Townsend, baby? Let's have a poll. Let's have a punter poll. It wouldn't be preseason without a punter poll. Look, if you're not rocked up talking about a poll and a punter, that's punter's poll. I don't know what you're doing.
Covey Ulmer with another 2 bomb. He says, I got to meet Matt at camp. Very nice guy. That's cool, man. I have not got to meet Matt Araiza, but I think he went through some stuff unfairly, got treated unfairly. Everybody, you know, mob rules these days. You don't get your time in court anymore. You're automatically convicted the minute someone says something. But, of course, he was done wrong, and I'm glad that the Chiefs turn around and maybe can revamp the kid's career because that was some BS.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with Matt Araiza, but I was just going to throw this out here. Swayze got beat right there, man. He a little over pursued and allowed 16 to get back to the first. But do you think Matt Dickerson is going to get on this team this year? Like, he is very close to being right there.
Would it surprise you at all they keep putting him on the team, bro?
Exactly. They love him. Brett Veach even name dropped him earlier. This is Austin Reed playing, by the way, the kid from Western.
I was talking about earlier with Neil Farrell. Like, I think they always are looking for a guy. I think Dickerson could definitely be in front of him in the grand scheme of things.
Wait. Yeah, I made a who did I make? What did I say? I said something Vince Gill. With somebody's
I
don't
obviously
remember.
wasn't listening.
You never listen to a word I say, so I didn't expect you to hear that.
I got all them kids, bro. I'm an expert at just tuning things out. It happens. If you're talking about Vince Gill, I probably tuned it out.
Bro, Vince Gill's a legend, baby.
Is
By the way, speaking of legendary country singers, have you heard of Post Malone? His new country album.
he's legendary already?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Since he's country now, though, it shouldn't be Post Malone. He's Austin Malone. You got to call him by his country name.
But he didn't, though. He didn't go with that.
He didn't, but he should have. He really screwed that up. But that song with Hank Williams Jr. is tight, baby.
He's got some good stuff on there.
I've been rolling with that Hank song blasting at the top.
I have to say. Oh, Cousin Hank hanging out with Posty.
Yeah. Cousin
wild,
Hank in the
ain't it?
house, baby. In the year 2024, never thought I'd hear a new Hank Williams Jr. song. How about that? Dude, we get this all the time, too, on shorts. I get this all the time. People's like, man, you guys sound like you're from the South. It's like, yeah, well, we are. Thanks for calling it out.
Hillbillies.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, people from Missouri calling people hillbillies? That's a funny one, by the way.
I know, right? That's the funny part. It's always like the locals in Kansas City that it's like, come on, bro, you're in Missouri. And I understand, I saw a meme earlier.
It's those Kansas snobs over there, like K. Wayne, all them uppity Kansans.
That's the weird thing too, because I don't know. Honestly, I've kind of had the opposite effect, but that's just me.
Oh no, I'm just joking.
Have you ever seen the meme where it's like Missouri has two major cities and they both look like they're trying to get the hell out of Missouri because St. Louis and Kansas City's on the border?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
If you didn't have Missouri, you wouldn't have Ozark.
I like Missouri. It's not a bad state.
God made
better
Missouri.
than Illinois. A lot better than Illinois. How are we separated by that?
We're only just the tip. Look, Illinois just had to put the tip in just a tip. That's enough.
Boy, Tyler Scott's out here being Tyreek Hill against all these fourth stringers.
I thought that number 10 was Tyreek. Oh, Jalen Watson's injured again. Here we go. Surely that's a cramp. Listen, please, Lord, that's got to be a cramp. I'm so tired of our cornerback room injured, man. Josh Williams hurts himself. Jalen Watson hurts himself. Like, what's going on? Kelvin Joseph's been hurt. Nazeeh Johnson's been hurt 17 times. I wonder if Jalen
Watson got hurt this much when he was working at Wendy's. You think? You think he called in a lot?
Maybe.
So I can't man the Nuggets today. I got to pull the hammy this morning.
Okay, hopefully he's okay. We can't have any more injuries here, man. Oh, no.
He's not having a good day at all.
Christian, I see you out here. He says it looks like it's a shoulder. Christian, I hope you're not right. I hope you're not right. It sure does
look
Christian.
Like it, though.
Oh, come on.
How can he man the fry station if he can't lift the basket?
Minotaur says, I don't know why you say please let it be a cramp. Do you want to get them cooked week 1? Man, I'm not the one that thinks that Jalen Watson's the next best corner on the team.
I thought it was very odd that was like the...
Yeah, it's weird to me that like it's common knowledge. Apparently that's the next guy up after Snead, and I never seen that. Like, well, minus McDuffie, obviously, but...
Griffin, if he's smart, man, that's what he's doing right now. He's like, man, this has been bothering me all
out
day.
Of there, bro.
I've been trying to play through it, but,
What a horrible display of tackling. The preseason has been a crap show for the Chiefs. Like, I'm telling you, we are getting slaughtered up and down this roster. This is supposed to be a deep team. Keith Taylor can't tackle. Watson can't cover. Like, what is going on? Like, I get it's the preseason. Who cares? But at the same time, these are the guys that may have to play pivotal roles. And look at this. Everybody's over pursuing. Everybody's getting blocked. Fabian Levette is out running people to the ball, and he's 400 pounds, dude.
I was going to say, him and Governor are big dudes.
Nobody's even trying.
Hello, Governor.
Jeez Louise. And again, don't say I'm overreacting to the preseason. That's not the point. The point is that at least in the preseason, you've got to have a little bit of effort. No, I'm not.
You're overreacting to the preseason.
I'm not. Dude, you're getting beat by the Bears 34-7. And by the way,
bro.
I get it, but there's a lot of these guys going to be on the team. And a lot of the guys that Chicago's beating us with is probably getting cut.
Mike, the Chiefs are not good, okay? People are tired of the Chiefs. You've been hanging out with the Chief guy too much.
No, I'm not. Like, I'm not taking your bullshit right now. Like, don't come at me like that. I'm not doing it. Like, they're playing like complete ass, and I'm not going to let anybody say, no, this is the preseason, you're overreacting. Like, they just look horrible, dude. Up and down the roster, they look bad.
I agree. I just like to poke the bear. Cobra Kai Ty says this is getting embarrassing.
Yeah, it's just, this is stupid to look at, man. This is the Bears.
Mercy rule.
And again, we're playing Jalen Watson, who's literally supposed to be like, he plays first team snaps out here, and he's getting cooked. Like, what is going on?
PG's even the two bomb says, oh no, we suck again.
No.
0-17 season. Mayday.
I have no problem with the starters, but let's hope to God we don't have to dig into the second team. LRZ. Oh, okay. I got a little horn for LRZ. I was hoping he'd take it a little deeper. I was hoping he'd get up in there a little deeper. Hey, I mean, he brought out the family today. I'll say they showed out for him. Boy, he was ready. He's fast, but football's a little weird, though. It's hard to show your speed sometimes by doing this, I've noticed, because since they're so close to you, you can't really build up to a lot of speed before you start.
That's why I was saying I think running backs are the perfect people to be
like
taking
before
these
you
returns.
start, you got to start cutting and shifting before you can really get into a high gear. So technically, I feel like the more wiggle you have and the more like good you are in short spaces, which is why Sky Moore might be a good one right there.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Kadarius Toney could find himself a
Tony
spot
can return
here.
punts, bro. I mean,
Oh
we've seen
God,
it.
Ian Book.
About time with the 2 bombs says Hank third is greater than Hank Jr.
Oh, come on now.
Well, here's the thing, man. It's like
Can't
they're
talk
both.
about Hank Jr. like that now.
I'll give you this. Like they're family, right? But the only one that's ever reached out to us is Hank III. So I mean, maybe we'll go with it. He invited us to Nashville. Him and his sister. Like, hey, family tree.
Holly?
Here you got. We're related. Y'all come on down. We
Does
got
she
to
still
go.
play music? Does Holly still play music? Holly?
I don't know, but we got to go down to the Hank III concert and meet everybody, and that was cool. Daddy Jr. never did that. I'm going with Hank III. I'm going with About Time on this one.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the songs or anything. Hank III's a little crazy. I like him okay. He played with Ass Jack with the guys from Pantera. Pretty sure it had Phil Anselmo in it. No, that was Super Joint Ritual. That was that band. He's a wild one for sure.
Look, that kid's all of us right now. He said, "What is happening? The heck is happening?" K. Wayne says, "Sky has no marbles. He has no marbles.
You have no marbles."
He has no
Oh,
marbles."
Tanaka. Major League 2 is such a good film.
We still got to get Joe Boo. That's why Kadarius Toney sucked, because we forgot to get Joe Boo.
Mike, you've screwed Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, we forgot to get Joe Boo and sacrifice things for Kadarius Toney.
All we had to do was get Joe Boo some chicken.
I've ruined
wings,
his
brother.
entire
Or
career
get him-
because I forgot to get Joe Boo.
all we needed to do was get Joe Boo, give him some rum, and Kadarius Toney would be playing great.
Bam, come on. You think his family bailed on him like that?
Yeah, I would. Be like, sorry, brother. I love you. but
They're
you
like,
suck.
bro, I'm about to go get some nachos.
I gotta go. I gotta pee real bad. I'm gonna go up here and use the bathroom.
Jeez.
Hey, taking off his book jersey and putting it in the trash can on the way up.
Chiefer just said he quit watching at the daggone half. He
I
don't
don't
even
blame
know
you,
what
Chiefer.
happened this half.
I don't blame you. You ain't missing nothing.
You definitely ain't missing nothing. You're missing a lot of bad football. Like, it looks like nobody on our team wants to make the team. They're like, who needs a third Super Bowl ring? Like, we don't have to do this. Patrick's going to bail us out. Get
You
it
think
together.
that's what happened? They just gave up.
Just get it together over here.
Oh no,
I mean-
Minotaur says Ian Book's dad said, I think we're out of milk.
Oh, no.
I gotta go get some cigarettes. I'll be right back.
Dude, you remember when I made that joke? I made that joke in a short.
Who are you talking about?
I made that joke in a short about the dude played so bad his dad went out for cigarettes and never came back.
Yeah.
And I remember like people were in the comments and they were like, "You guys are racist." We're like, why is that a racist joke? Like, what are you
What?
talking about?
Come on.
Dude, yeah, like they were just hammering it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You think like white families don't divorce?
Oh, they do. Dad's definitely white dads definitely go to the store too and don't come back, bro.
Like I think that's just a universal concept. Calm down there, buddy.
Look at Drew Tranquil over here with his chain. Look at that. Who rocks a goatee these days? Drew's really doing it. He's doing his own thing out there.
Drew. Tranquil's awesome, though. I think he's been a very good signing. I think Brett Veach has actually done pretty well with his with his selective free agent signing. He's actually done a little bit better than I thought he would do at building the offensive line.
Sam said the game's so bad he's turning it off.
Yeah, I think everybody's there, man. I would honestly rather just watch Drew Tranquil talk with the volume down than to watch the rest of this football game.
I don't even know what he's saying, but it's more exciting.
You want to lip read for him?
Ian Book just threw it to the other team again.
No way.
What do you think about that, Drew?
I'm behind.
I think he sucks, and we just put him out there to have some fun. We like to see his family get really disappointed in him and leave the stadium. It's always a good time. We take bets on how long it takes him to get up and leave. So far, I'm winning the pool.
There's no way. Am I really behind? Did he really throw a pick?
No, he just
literally
threw it to the other team.
You had me scared, dude, because Ian Book just threw a pass. Okay, they got it in space to a running back. No, it wasn't. That was Nikko.
Mike, maybe that's where everybody's missing out right now. They're expecting to see decent football here, but really, you have to get on this wavelength. Let's take bets on how long it takes Ian Book to throw another interception.
Let's do it.
2 plays, 3
Look
plays.
at Chris Jones. He
didn't even get there. Macca, I did not go to the Steelers yet.
LRZ found a hole.
A tie, absolutely. Steele's a lock. I think Steele's an absolute lock at this point.
Yeah. We're going to start calling him Loctite. It's his new nickname.
I don't like it.
I couldn't think of anything else to lock. Like, who makes a who's a good lock brand? Master Lock? We can call him a Master.
I heard that same company makes good bait too, you know? I always heard that.
Yeah, the Master Bait's some of the best. Speaking of Master Bait, Brian Parrott hooked us up with this at the Chew of the Crew.
I didn't know where you were going with that, bro.
Look, nobody knew that I could take a segment about Master Bait and actually be right here ready with the bait.
Jeez.
Check it out. Brian Parrott said that if there's any fishermen, we can give this thing away sometime. A Chiefs fishing lure. That's pretty cool, actually.
Dude, that's so funny.
I haven't fished in a long time. You know? Probably since I was like, I don't know.
Look at Keontae Ingram out there trying to put in some work.
Where's that? Work's done. Like, quit.
He's trying, you know. McCall needs a haircut. I like him better with short hair. He's got that helmet hair going.
Phil says he wants that lure.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Phil, you come through Kentucky sometime, I'll bring the lure to you.
We'll go eat. We'll go grab some food, and Mike will bring you a masturbate.
Yeah, I'll bring you some of this.
To the lunch session.
To this, I wonder, like, you know, does it attract fish that like the Chiefs? Look at Ian Book out here just balling.
Right as Susie says,
is Ian Book
God, Book is awful.
Yeah, look, is Book actually going to lead a scoring drive? Look, this is incredible. Wait a second.
Let's go, baby.
He's in the red zone.
Keontae Ingram.
Nicky said Book can scramble. That's all he can do.
Bro, Ingram's trying to show out against the fourth string here.
We got a new nickname for Ian Book. Since all he can do is scramble, we're going to start calling him Huevos. Uh-oh.
Huevos. How about we call him Dr. Seuss? You know, his last name's Book.
He
Scramble,
likes
eggs, green eggs and ham.
Cook.
I like it. He's cooking.
Ingram. So far tonight, here's what we've seen.
Baby.
So far tonight, we've seen holes open up for not Ian Book. You got me so much talking about this guy scrambling. We've seen holes open up for Carson Steele, Keontae Ingram, LRZ. Deneric Prince is the only guy that didn't pop off a piece tonight.
He popped off one yesterday, the last game.
I think he's in trouble.
Mike, he only gets a little bit every now and then.
I think he's in trouble though.
K Wayne, anytime you're coming through, man, all you got to do is just say something like, "Hey, I'm going to be beside you, and I'm going to stop." We'll hang out. I don't care. Let's do it.
Yeah, there's plenty of exits. You could probably stop somewhere near
65 and Elizabethtown.
If you're rolling through
maybe.
I-65, and he loves Elizabethtown exits, man, like we can get to
Pops
those.
lives right over beside there. We'll go hang out. That'll be all right.
Just pull that semi over, baby. Pull that semi over. We'll go eat some Mexican food, or we'll go eat some steak.
We'll
or
go to
something.
Chick-fil-A, get some Lord's chicken.
The Lord's
That's
chicken.
a touchdown, son.
Don't roll through on
Cornell
Sunday.
Powell. Cornell
I told
Powell
you,
out here.
Cornell Powell's out here.
Preseason MVP, brother.
Corning it up with a pass from Ian Book, by the way. Just a
Horned
dart.
up for Hornell Powell.
Just a freaking dart from Huevos to Hornell. Look at that. Hey, on my short tomorrow, I'm going to recap this, and I'm going to say Huevos to Hornell, and nobody's going to get
any
it.
idea what you're talking about.
Look,
brother.
if you hear it tomorrow and you don't laugh at it, you're out. I'm putting you in the pit.
To the pit.
To the pit. Nice clear out route by Phillip Brooks, by the way. Phillip Brooks was open in the back of. Why did they let the local kid get a touchdown? You know, why's Hornell have to steal all the thunder here?
Oh, Hornell. Our boy Jared with the 2 bombs says, I can feel it down in my plums. Getting all swollen with the bright bluish hue. Appreciate the 2, Jared. Jared told us that our thumbnail was ugly.
Yeah, he didn't like yesterday's
Your
thumbnail.
thumbnail sucks, bro. I
But
said,
look,
you know what,
but
Jared,
look at
you
Jared's
make it. You do
Jared's
it then.
defense, though. In Jared's defense, I told Steve that I felt like something was off about that video in general yesterday. Like YouTube just hated it. They said, "How dare you all release something with a Dolphins player on it?"
That's what it was.
Maybe that's
You
what
had
it
the
was.
dolphin on there.
Because you used Xavier Howard in the Dolphins uniform.
Yeah, K. Wayne, you were at Petro, so you were all the way in Glendale.
So he was Glendale, huh?
That's a pretty good little chunk from me. But like if you went on up, say, what is that, 10 miles or so in Elizabethtown, I could take some back roads and cut over to there. It's not that bad. So next time you're that way, K. Wayne, hit me up.
I'm sure it'll be soon. K. Wayne's out here driving the 65, baby.
Next time you ask for clearance, if I'm not like stuck somewhere, or like if we'll make it happen. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah. K. Wayne's coming all the way through our neck of the woods all the time, and we got to go all the way to KC just to hang out.
It's wild.
He ain't even there half the time. He has to stop working just to come see us.
Phil says Petro's full of pay parking over there. They got them lot lizards over there, Phil? Is that what they're doing in Glendale, K. Wayne?
Hey.
Well, gotta watch out for them out there.
Look, fun story. Shout out my neighbor, by the way. Her name's Lindsay, and her husband is a trucker. We got a lot of truckers around here, baby. Like, trucking
Everybody's
is the way to go.
baby.
But his name's Scrappy. So I don't know if he's got like a CB name or whatever, but his name's Scrappy. He runs a route from here all the way up to like just up northeast somewhere. But he does this every day, like 3-4 times a week, and then he gets off on the weekends. But
Scrappy.
dude, he always he gets
wait a
you
minute.
fired up though.
Hold
he gets
on.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, before we move on in the story, I want to know how in the hell there's no other occupation that a kid named Scrappy could have grown up to do other than drive a truck.
That's just his trucker name. His real name's not Scrappy.
Wait, so that's where he got the name?
I
so he wasn't
guess.
previously Scrappy?
No, like he wasn't born and his mom's like, I shall call him Scrappy.
I'm not
No.
saying that, but I thought maybe it was like his nickname, you know.
Yeah, it's like a nickname. But yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So anyways, he gets his wife fired up, by the way. And he tells her about lot lizards. And she's always like, these lot lizards better not be trying to get in your truck. And he's like, I'm going to go see a lot lizard. He'll get her fired up, dude.
Hey,
And
if
it cracks me up.
anybody's out there, you know, paying the lot lizards, it's Scrappy. Okay?
No, Scrappy would never.
Whatever. I don't know Scrappy, but with that name, he's doing some shady stuff out there.
No, ain't
Mike.
no
He's a
way.
little sus.
I sold Scrappy my Taylor guitar. I sold my old Taylor to Scrappy.
Scrappy is him, says Carl.
Yeah, he's picking it, baby. He is him.
He is him. Mike, got another freaking 5-bomb from our boy
Let's go,
Bill.
baby.
He says, haha, huevos.
Huevos. I love the
Huevos.
name, by the way. Wait, why did we give it to him?
I don't know. Something about eggs.
Ian Book. Yeah, it was something about eggs. Oh, I done forgot why we
You
give
don't
him
even
the name.
remember.
Oh, because he scrambles.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I thought it was because he was
Scrambler.
cooking out here, and I was like, he don't cook that much.
He could also be a carny, running the scrambler, Remember that ride back in the day? Appreciate the 5, Bill. You the man. Straight legend tonight. Top dono, by the way. Don't even have it going across the bottom, but Bill Major's definitely the top dono tonight.
Yeah, you'll be the top dono. Oh, wait.
Somebody trying to
It would
come
be
back.
close. It may be close. Jeremiah, our boy, come in with 5 gifted.
No, he's.
Oh,
he's
that's just
beyond
25 though, isn't it? For some
Yeah,
reason, I
he's
was thinking that was
beyond
a
it.
50. Oh yeah, he's beyond that.
it. Huevos.
Huevos.
Oh, the legend Cobra Kai Tai says random thought ACU Chew 3rd annual meetup at the new 1587
Dude,
restaurant.
I've been thinking about it.
Mike thought about it. I think that would be sweet, actually.
That would be sick.
Let's do it. Let's get old Patrick to come out too. We'll just get Mahomes out there.
We'll get Pat and Kelce come out. Maybe he'll bring Taylor. She can serenade us.
Could you please play us a song, ma'am?
Play us a song about steak, please. Does she have any songs about steak?
If Steak broke up with her or something, I'm sure there's one about Steak,
Yeah.
Could be.
She might have something about, stabbing the ex with a steak knife or something.
Ian Book.
The huevos. Man, let me tell you something. Tonight's game stinks. It's just not been a fun one to watch. It's like, would you rather go to the dentist or would you rather watch a replay of this freaking game? I'm gonna have to watch this thing on all 22. I'm gonna have to do highlights for it. How am I gonna do a highlight for this game, Steve?
Mike, I have all the faith
Explain
in the
to
world in you,
me
okay?
how I'm gonna find highlights to take up 1 minute of footage from a game
got
where we
this.
scored 14 points.
You got this. You're going to show Ian Book scrambling like 7 times.
I'm
okay?
not. I will not.
You're
Should
gonna-
I?
Well, honestly, if you just put in strictly
Book
Chris
stop play?
Oladokin interceptions,
That's
you
not a
could
top
probably fill
play.
up half the video. Yeah, they were.
Okay, we finally got a defensive play going. Look at that.
Go. Come on, Haddon.
Come on, Haddon, please. Go to the
Go.
house.
Ah,
Oh, come on, made a play. But look, he didn't strip it, but he did pick it up. Who stripped it?
awareness, baby. Right place at the right time.
I'll take that. We need a little Kamal Haddon action.
Let's go.
Dude,
Get that boy
somebody
on the
asked
team.
what I wanted to see today, and I said we had to see some receivers, LRZ and Kamal Haddon. Number 46 with the nice little strip there. Who's 46? Why don't that number ring a bell? We're all the way down here in like 5th string.
That's who is that?
Why can't I think of who that is? It's not Chris Rowland Wallace. Who is 46?
What's a linebacker?
Oh, my
Somebody put it in the
gosh.
chat. Oh, it's Tyree Gillespie. It's not
Can
a
we show the
linebacker.
back of his jersey?
It's a safety.
Oh, Gillespie. You're right. I forget he's even on the team, dude. I will
Yeah,
say
so,
Tyree
hey-
Gillespie, though, made some pretty good plays last game. And now he's got a strip. Not too bad.
Not bad, not bad. Good to see something out of Haddon, though. I like seeing him on the field for
Hey,
once.
we're having a big comeback right now, baby.
Yeah. Karth says that the guy that I hit in the head with the football would end up as Scrappy. Well, it's funny because he didn't have the cool name like Scrappy, but we did call him Conehead. Everybody called him Conehead. You remember that?
Well, that would make sense why you could hit him in the head from
Oh,
200
Cone.
yards away.
Pop. Dude, I straight Mahomes that poor boy.
Some lady actually raged at you for telling that story. Remember that?
I mean, what do you want me to do, lady? You want me to go time travel back to when I was 13 or whatever, however old I was? Don't you do that. How
She
dare
might-
you?
She might have been the same one talking crap about Josh Gordon smoking weed.
Probably. Josh Gordon. Is that his name? Is that the guy? Is that really his name?
What's wrong with you? Are you high?
Well, Josh Gordon. Was that his name for real? That's a stupid name.
Oh my God! Stop. You know his name.
That sounds like he would have been one of. Do you remember the kids on our baseball team when we were little? They were brothers. There was like 3 of them. Hey, but this is a quick story. So, if one of y'all are watching this, sorry, I'm telling the story anyway. But there was 3 of them on our baseball team, and Pops was the coach. Right? So they had a rule in place where everyone on the team had to have an at bat in the game before the game was over. Like that was a rule. And we were in a tight game, and literally like we ended up being down 1 going into like the bottom of the last inning, and they hadn't played any of them. So all 3 of them had to get up and strike out in a row. And Pops was so mad. Like he had no choice but to put them in, and we just had to watch him strike out and lose.
What's happening?
Yeah, Josh Gordon reminded me of that. Sorry. Good times, man.
What are you doing right now?
Forgot about that, bro. That's a good one.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone...
Dude, I'm sorry. That's funny.
No, I love it. It was funny. Dude, here we go. Can we put the ball in the end zone? Uh-oh. A little jet sweep action. Is that Nikko? Dude, they're trying their best to let Nikko make a play today. Dave Tobe is fighting.
Got a 5 bomb from Jared. He says, can we sing a song about Kadarius Toney's gameplay today? Mike, what do you got for us, baby?
I don't know. What did he do? Is he the new...
could have been good, but it's over now. Had to play with Ian Book.
No. He's the new
No,
Applebee's.
Oladokin was the one that kept missing him, right?
He may be the new Applebee's, the 2 for $20. Now that MVS is gone.
Couldn't even do it because Oladokin was dropping the tray on the way to deliver the food.
Every time you say Oladokin, I think of that dude on the Street Fighter game. Oladokin.
Hadouken.
Who was it, Ryu?
Yeah.
What was that game? Street Fighter? Was that right?
Give us a Kadarius Toney song. I'm sorry.
I don't know what kind of song Kadarius Toney should.
I went straight like Waterboy on everybody just now. Stutter. Touchdown. Who is that? Sheets with a touchdown catch there, baby.
Kyle Sheets made it.
Big Kyle Sheets.
Slippery Rock's finest, baby.
Heck yeah, baby. Let's celebrate a little bit. Kyle Sheets with the touchdown.
Kyle Sheets. Dude, that kid can go up and get it. No, they're saying he's out.
Nah, was he?
I do feel like he may not have got 2 feet in, but did his hip hit?
1. That should maybe be a touchdown.
That's a bad throw by Ian Book.
Well, imagine that. That's not that bad.
Yeah, he needs to put that up higher and a little more out front of him.
I don't know. Is that hip hitting in bounds count or no?
Yeah, hips in. The knee touched out of bounds, though, before his hip hit, didn't it? They're going to take it away. They're going to take away Kyle Sheets' beautiful touchdown. Man, this dude is from Slippery Rock, somewhere in God's country up there in Pennsylvania, okay? Let this dude have this. He's going to get cut. Let him have it, bro. His elbow hit in bounds. I seen it. His elbow counts.
I seen it.
Let's go.
I'm
behind, so you're probably good. Here, I'm going to refresh and see if I can
5
get caught
bomb
up.
from Ty says, forget singing. I was thinking more along the lines that she pays for all of our meals.
Oh, Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wow. That's like literally like if I'd lost a dollar bill out of my wallet.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not even that. It's like I dropped a penny on the ground. Didn't feel like picking it up. That's Taylor Swift. She could buy everybody in Kansas City something to eat, you know?
Maybe she will. Maybe she's going to do the Lord's work. Buy him something nice. I don't know.
Ty.
I think she's moving back with Kelce. She's going to shack up with Kelce in the season, I think. Somebody took that seriously, man. I was like, well, if she needs a place to stay, you know, like she can stay with us for the season. We don't even live in KC. It was a joke I made the other day. And some dude's like, Kelce would be so mad that you try to invite this girl over. I was like, hey, shut up. And
Shut up.
What are you talking about? Like,
What
is
a slap nut.
People are mental.
What a freaking slap nut, brother. You know?
You know what we haven't seen today?
What?
Struggling with it.
Well, no, you did bring him up earlier.
Mean?
I forgot when Kadarius was struggling.
been?
Or was it Oladokin?
It's Oladokin, son.
Well, he needs another one right now anyway. What have
Okay,
they done? Are they back from commercial yet?
Nah, they're
Do
trying
not
to
take away Kyle Sheets' touchdown, bro. That's rude.
That is rude. It's disrespectful.
It's freaking dick. Disrespectful. I got freaking and disrespectful mixed up.
Mike, jeez, bro.
Calm down.
Blue Chew's getting a little crazy.
Blue chewed up.
Have a good night, Sam.
Dude, it's 11:16 here on the East Coast, and we're watching this crap show.
Yeah.
And there's still 7 minutes left, and they're reviewing.
Hey,
a
Sam,
frickin'
before you
play.
leave, did you get your jersey yet, brother? Let us know.
What are they doing? Are they going to wave it off?
No. Yeah, they did. They're replaying right now. Ian Book. He's scrambling. He's jambling. He's throwing the ball like a madman. What in the world was that, bro? That was the most pathetic display of quarterbacking I've maybe ever seen.
Dude, that's Tyler Palko-esque.
Yes, that's who it reminded me of. A little Palco action. I went all the way back to the mid 2010s or whatever it was, mid 2000. I don't know. Palco.
Kyle sent us that the Don Beebe double helmet.
That's so stupid. Don Beebe, what a loser.
What do you do? Was he wearing a helmet over a helmet?
Yeah, it's because he couldn't stop falling on his head.
Is this real?
Man, what's up, Bryant? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's when I'm quitting. No, I'm not doing football no more when those Guardian things are on.
Griffin, that was straight up Tyler Thigpen, bro. Like if that didn't take you, I can't believe they took Kyle Sheets' touchdown away in the freaking preseason
and made us watch that.
Nobody cared. Okay, nobody cared if you let us have it and let Slippery Rock's finest have a touchdown. He got robbed.
Yeah, Robert, it's been a pretty crappy night as far as football is concerned, son. But, it is what it is, preseason. This guy's out there just...
Susie's right. His elbow was down. They should have given it to him.
I think it should have been a touchdown. I mean, I guess, Robert, one highlight of the night is Carson Steele is the real deal, man. I mean, he's doing his thing.
I'm putting Carson Steele on a loop for a minute. We're just going to talk about how Carson Steele just stole
I would rather
the show.
watch that one run by Carson Steele over and over and over.
He actually had two because he chunked off one. So I'm just going to show those two plays over and over. I guess I could also show Cornell Powell touchdown.
Yeah, we're not worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, then I got to put Ian Book. Oh, but I got to do it. Huevos de Hornell. You know, Hornell reminds me of a Hormel.
Yeah, me too.
Hormel the pepperoni.
I think they're just like they do all kinds of food. But
should we call them Hornell? Wait, who am I thinking? I'm thinking of Old Folks Country
like
Sausage. Do you remember that guy?
Jimmy Dean?
No.
What are you talking about?
That's not Jimmy Dean, dude.
Yeah, it is.
It's the one that says it's good. You know what I'm talking about? This may not be a commercial in KC, so people's probably confused. This might just be a Kentucky local commercial.
That's Jimmy Dean. Son.
No, it's Old Folks Country Sausage. That's what he says. And then he says, it's good. It's Purnell. Purnell's Old Folks Country. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's like, what are y'all talking about right now? And I'm going to say, look, it's 34-14. We're losing to the Bears at home. I'll talk about sausage. I'll talk about Anthony Sherman before I talk about this.
Sausages.
Should we even do a highlight one?
You should do a low light one.
I'm going to do a low light. Here's the low lights from preseason game number 3.
Will you make one, like those ones that you make that are just kind of funny?
Yeah, you just want me to... Yeah. Dude, no. I'm telling you, if that gets put out in the right algorithm with Chiefs fans, they will take it to heart and they will butcher me.
Y'all hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, we'll hear that'll get commented 17 times and we'll lose 40 followers.
It's because you're not from here, okay?
Yeah, you're not real fans.
Yeah, you're fake. Come on, Book.
Come on, Huevos, let's go, baby. Give Kyle Sheets another shot here. Go deep. Throw it up. You're going to get drilled from the back. Okay, he didn't. I'm probably behind. Everybody's wondering why I'm
Did Wiley
screaming
disappoint
about it.
this preseason, Mike? What do you think?
Who? Wiley?
Yeah, did he disappoint? Or did he just not get that many opportunities?
No, I think Wiley has a roster spot. He's not going nowhere, and so he's just been very limited in his action. I think that's what it is. And to be honest, how many times have you seen us in the red zone the entire preseason? That's where he's going to do his dirty work.
Dirty work.
That's where he's about to get dirty. Is that red zone, and we ain't even touched it.
Oh, what? Book just threw 160 yards.
Book out here showing a
Washington
cannon.
come down with it, brother.
Washington always comes down with it. Washington can flat out track a deep ball, bro.
What about Ian Book showing off
I'm
the
taking
cannon,
Washington over
brother?
Kadarius Toney at this point.
I'm taking Ian Book over Mahomes, baby. Did you see that?
Oh, Mahomes is cut. He's not even on the
Yeah.
53-man anymore. It looks like Huevos has figured it out.
Huevos, QB1.
Hey, give me a highlight.
Hey, I'm surprised he threw the damn ball. I know he wanted to run it so bad he couldn't handle it.
Daggone Montreal. Montreal from
"Hey, take a
hell
shot."
out here giving me a highlight, baby.
Hey, Ty, you're welcome, man. Always cool sending stuff out to peeps. And,
Oh, the St. Patrick sticker. I forgot I threw that in there for you.
yeah.
Dang right, man.
Will we get the touchdown here? Who was that punched that in there, baby?
That's Bailey
Is that
Cup.
Cup? Cup with a touchdown.
What's his name? Is it Bailey or Baylor? It's something weird. I think it might be Baylor Cup, actually.
Let's call him Bear. Bear Cup.
C
I like
Cup.
Bear. Let's go.
Oh, he would be
baby.
B Cup. My bad.
Little man
That kid
with
is
the wig was
pumped, bro.
son.
Look, good for
Well-
him. This could be his first Chief game ever, and he's having to watch a crap
The
show.
unlikeliest of suspects on this drive. Make it successful.
TGZ, Book threw a piss missile. Hey,
He
I'm gonna give Book.
did.
Hey, I'm gonna give Book the
Oh,
piss
yeah.
missile. He's
Hey,
getting
Book's
it.
getting the
Dude,
piss missile in the
here's
short,
what I'm
bro.
gonna do. I'm gonna make the short as if we just wallop the Bears by like 50 points. And
should.
it's gonna go over everybody's
they
head.
lost, yeah,
They're
do
gonna
it.
be like, "You all lost." You don't know how many times I've heard that in the preseason. Like, you still lost. Who cares? Mahomes threw it behind the back.
Who cares? That was a good.
Like,
throw,
what are you
wasn't it?
talking about, bro? Like, nobody's trying to win a preseason game. We got
Right.
Ian Book in.
Our boy Justin with a 2 bomb says, haven't seen a CB2 all preseason. You're not the only one, brother. I think it's going to have to be Joshua Williams, and I think they're just going to have to put him out there and let him figure it out.
I think you're going to see better
He's
corner
been
play.
doing that since he's
Again, you're going to see better corner play when all the starters are on the field, when Justin Reed gets back, when Brian Cook's back there deep, when you've actually got Chris Jones and George Karlaftis creating pressure. You're going to see better corner play. You're not getting any pressure. You're not getting a lot of help over the top right now.
That's true too. I agree.
You're exposing the corners right now is what you're doing. Kadarius Toney on the sideline looks very comfortable. Like he feels like he's on this team.
I think Tony's always comfortable. Tony's such a lone wolf, though. You know, he likes to be alone.
I feel like Kadarius Toney is not a bad guy.
No,
Well, because see, look, a lot of people don't like Kadarius Toney. They don't like his attitude. A lot of people don't like Sky Moore, but I feel like all these dudes are just good dudes. Like I
I'm
feel
sure
like
they are.
people hammer them for their football stuff, but I feel like they're good guys. Like,
well, that's another thing.
I
with
guess that's just
Tony.
not
Like,
enough.
I think the reason why people don't like Tony is because they feel like he does not care about football. Oh, that was a terrible face mask there, brother.
Oh,
Hornell,
daggone,
Hornell,
bro.
what are you doing, Hornell?
Cornell from hell, what are you doing? You ripped his head off.
What are you doing, brother?
Cornell, what are you doing?
He's trying to act like it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it.
He's gonna get charged for attempted murder. What is he doing?
Oh, he did it to Tyler Scott too.
What's he doing? I don't want to see a replay, dude.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Leave his
Hornell,
head on his
son.
body, Cornell. What are you doing, Cornell?
Look, I'm just gonna say this.
Look at Cornell. Griffin said instant regret,
Look,
dude. Straight up.
I understand it was instant regret. I understand he might not even have meant to do that. But you know what's the difference between football now and football 20 years ago? Nobody
was
beat
legal?
the crap out of Hornell.
That would have been legal 20 years ago.
Like if you were Scott's teammate, wouldn't you just went over there and bopped him upside the head?
yeah.
Like what are you doing, bro?
He
Trying to
didn't
break
mean
somebody's
to do
neck?
it, though.
I don't care. That's insane. Could
I
have
mean,
broke
yeah,
his
he
neck.
could have hurt him straight up.
That's nuts.
Somebody make a
Hornell
play
deser-
on the interior.
Hornell
here.
deserved a little punch there, I think.
Steve, I think we need a big look. Here's who's been quiet tonight, and this is weird. Again, it's coming back to defensive line depth. We've not seen nothing. Look, Truman Jones played well. Yeah, he did. Straight up attempted murder. But look, Truman Jones played well last week against the Lions. He's done nothing tonight. We've not seen nothing from Malik Herring tonight. So we've got to have some defensive ends step up, man.
I can't stop laughing.
What's wrong with you?
Cornell Powell, they're trying to break people's necks. 2
Yeah,
minutes left in the
is.
game. Bro, you have to put that in the short, too, that he tried to kill somebody.
Cart said Cornell don't F around.
Hey, why does it remind me of like
here we
Happy
go
Gilmore, where he's
again.
like, one time I took my skate off and I tried to stab somebody.
Yeah,
like,
I'm going to say one time Cornell tried to take his glove off and break somebody's neck.
tried
Look at
to
this
kill
guy giving the
somebody.
thumbs up. I like when we get to the camera guy, like when they start shouting out the camera guys. That's when you know the game's out of control.
Brian Parrott said he got his hand stuck. What are you grabbing his face mask for?
He got his hand stuck in his face.
Look, bro, you missed the tackle. That don't give you a right to break his neck.
Should I just do the clown? Doot, 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 doot. Dude, I'm telling you, when we try that kind of humor, Chiefs fans do not like it.
Nah.
They will be in our comments telling us how bad we are. We're not fans. We're not from Kansas City, you bandwagoners. This is why every other channel's better than you
A
are.
lot of them don't get us, you know.
Yeah, they do. We flow over people's heads, dude. Like, we've got a humor that's just like smart ass, like kicking it with your buddies. People don't take to it too kindly.
That's not professional.
Dude, this dude just chunked off a giant run. This defense is garbage. I don't know who we got out there, but it's just garbage.
Hot garbage.
And it pains me to say, look, let's say who screwed this up. Defensive line's getting washed. Carney is gone. He just got threw out of the hole. The safeties and corners are just on roller skates out there. This dude's out here just doing loops. He looks like a hula hooper. Swayze, I can't believe you'd be involved in a play that horrible.
Come on, Swayze.
That hurts my heart. Dude, you know Carson Steele follows us on X?
Does he?
And so does Swayze. And I tweeted about Swayze, and I was like, dude, I hope the Chiefs can find a way to keep Swayze around in some capacity this season. Practice squad, something. I just like Swayze.
Yeah.
I want to see it. And then Carson Steele retweets it, and I just realized that Carson Steele was following us, and I was like, how cool is that? And you know who else is following us? His mom. So if the mom gives him approval, well, we must be good guys, right?
Great.
Shout out Carson Steele. Shout out Swayze. Crazy Swayze. And did you hear how the announcer pronounced his name tonight? He called him Swazi Bozeman.
Swazi?
Swazi.
Did he never watch freaking Roadhouse, brother?
Has this dude never seen Dirty Dancing? You said
That's
Patrick
not
Swayze?
that would not be my go-to Patrick Swayze movie.
Oh, that's my go-to Swayze film. And look, I just want everybody to know. Look, I'm man enough to tell you right now that you don't put baby in a corner. And Swazi was
dude, I don't know if I would have
crushing
admitted
it.
that to everybody, you know?
You know, when he said, I'm a love man, he said, whoop, boop, bow. Dude, that's what's up, buddy.
I don't remember.
Our mom made me watch that when I was like 8 years old, probably like 40 times. Like, I know every freaking word of that movie, almost.
Oh, yeah, Garth, Ghost. I remember our mom watched that movie like 800 times.
Ghost
too.
with Whoopi Goldberg. With Whoopi before she got crazy.
Was Whoopi on that movie?
I'm pretty sure Whoopi Goldberg was in that movie, if I remember correctly.
Are you talking about Sister Act, brother?
She was in Sister Act too, but I'm almost positive Whoopi Goldberg was in that movie. It was Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg, right?
I don't know.
Jay Brown, hey, you know what's up, man. I'm going to admit it. I'm going to admit it, man. You know who else?
You could have said Point Break.
Dude,
No, you had to go with Dirty Dancing?
I went to a Point Break. Who was in Point? Swayze was in Point Break? I was thinking that was Keanu Reeves. Wait, Swayze was in Point Break, wasn't he?
Wait, how in the hell did you get him mixed up with Keanu Reeves, brother?
It's not Keanu
What are
Reeves.
you
There's somebody
talking
else I was
about?
thinking about. Wait, the dude that played in Bill and Ted. That is Keanu Reeves.
What are you talking? They're not even remotely similar. What are you talking about?
This game has fried my brain, Steve.
I think Keanu Reeves might have been in the movie, though.
It's 11:30 p.m. right now. This brain
the funny thing is,
my brain's gone.
I'm laughing at you, but I'm pretty sure that he was in the movie with Swayze.
Nikki, Whoopi was the one that could hear Demi Moore in the movie. Yeah, Jay, Whoopi was in Ghost. Yes.
And I think that Keanu Reeves was in Point Break. I think you were right about that. I just thought,
Shane, congrats. Shane is off the market, ladies and gents.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Rachel Swift has said yes
Congrats,
to Shane.
Shane. Pass that along to Rachel as well. Congrats to you guys. That's awesome. You guys are a cool couple. Got a little Shane action, a little baby Taylor Swift action. I like it.
Appreciate it. Name your first child Kelce Swift.
Terrible name. Don't do that.
Horrible name. You know what the best news I've had tonight is we're finally running clock with a nil down. So this game could be over just, in the matter of minutes here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going to have to wrap up here soon. We got a whole video to record, edit, and all that good stuff. So I'm probably not going to sleep today. So that's cool. But, yeah, y'all have any last questions? Go ahead and get those in.
What would Patrick Swayze do?
I thought it was Swazi.
What would he do?
Patrick Swayze. Robert Williams says, my first serious question to you guys, Mike and Steve, what are your first 4-week prediction I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, isn't it?
Well, first of all, I was looking at the schedule again today. The week 6 bye is so much bullshit, bro. Like, it's too early.
What
is that?
In an 18-game season, it's too early.
Absolutely ridiculous.
They shouldn't even be putting buys into week 8?
Right. Let's go. I think the Chiefs are going to be 4-0.
Wow, you're shooting for it. I'm going to go. I'll say 3-1. In worst case scenario, 2-2.
4-0, baby. 4-0.
I would love to see. Look, I'm not going to argue. Mahomes, I'll take 4-0. Tristan says, "Did you see Montreal Washington getting that roster spot?" Hey, look, he made the team tonight.
I don't think so.
LRZ made the team tonight. Like, who all made it tonight? We're taking 65 players in.
Ian Book's
on. I think Patrick Mahomes got pushed out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that guy named Pat Mahomes is going to make the team. I mean, he's already behind Ian Book on the depth chart.
Overrated, right? I mean,
he's behind that dude that plays flag football.
Right.
I mean, he's behind Slim Shady up there in Cincy. It's wild, dude.
Yeah. Nah, man. Let's go work on this vid. I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, Sam, you did get your jersey? Hell yeah, let's go, man.
Let's go.
The signed Rushy Rice jersey. Yeah, if you don't want a chance to win signed jerseys or signed Chiefs memorabilia, go sign up as a member here on YouTube. Go join that bad boy. Be a part of the ACU crew and be at the members only live stream. You have a chance to win some stuff like that. Also, you can go to patreon.com/allchiefedup. Just $1 a month over there, and you get a chance to win something once a month too. So go do those two things. And yeah, I just want to shout out our sponsor tonight, BetUS, one more time before we head out. If you guys could just hit that like button for us, that would be fantastic. But make sure you get over to BetUS. Sign up with the link in the comment or the pinned comment or in the description. And they're matching all your first 3 deposits up to 125%, up to $2,000. Sign up, man. Have some fun with it.
Yep. They do a lot. We're here to work as a team. It's going to be a good season, man. It's going to be a good season. But yeah, 125% sign-up bonus, up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. So get over there, bet with us, man. At some point, we're going to bring it up. We're going to bring this bad boy up on screen, and we're just going to go through and put some bets live on air. We'll let you guys pick what we do. This should be fun. Let's have a ACU crew gets to pick what we have to bet on.
Poll it, baby. Poll it.
We'll poll a bet, and we'll do it live on air. This could be fun. But yeah, man, we appreciate you guys for sure. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. I don't even know how many likes we're at, but we've held 350 for the majority of the night, so there better be 350 freaking likes. Okay?
Well, across 3 platforms, it's not fair. See what you're doing to these people? You're giving them an impossible task.
You know what's impossible?
What?
Getting through that game, and we did it.
Ooh,
that was an
rough.
impossible task.
Yeah, we will be releasing a video tomorrow, though, guys. It'll be about 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Central. Go watch that bad boy. Hit the like button on that. Leave a comment, and we'll see you guys next time.
Go Chiefs.
There goes a sight from my soul.